By the way,
you're
I had
still
like
talking shit about why I'm not being here and listen to you. Okay, yeah. No, your content, your joke. If you get some runoff views or promotion, I'm okay with that. I don't care about it. The the damage to your psyche, the damage to your reputation, the exposure of your lack of integrity, it's all worth it if somebody new finds out about your channel.
How do you
damage your reputation if you ain't even got a reputation?
right. Do you know all it took to get me kicked off of his channel?
Huh. What? I don't know.
Oh, maybe Orthodox guy might have bounced out.
We can't hear you, Orthodox. I don't know if you dropped or.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
now.
So what it took to get me bounced permanently from his channel was telling him the truth. He thinks that he won that engagement y'all had on my channel. He legitimately thinks that.
There's no way.
He does.
Yes,
I told
he
him.
did.
I told him that you made him look like a battered woman because. And
OTW, the link is pinned. Come on up and beat me up again.
Oh, by the way, Flo, do you want to know what I did to him after he banned me from the channel?
Yeah.
All right. Drop me. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna come right back. Okay.
Okay.
Ortho was brutal on him. That's for sure.
Like Flo Stay said, if it fucking benefits me, I'll fucking stab you in the back.
God, you did make an audio clip of that. Motherfucker, that was good.
Yep. Anybody who hears that voice now will be like, is that the stab you in the back guy?
Wait, please.
Like Flo Stay said, if it fucking benefits me, I'll fucking stab you in the back.
Do me a favor and please make a couple shorts just so there's like a permanent.
Somebody backstage, Flo.
I don't see. Mike,
I thought
the link is
Mike
pinned.
was asking.
Yeah, here I'll put the link.
Wonderful, Orthodox. That is wonderful.
I literally just changed to this, and he thought it was you, and he made a big commotion. Oh, welcome, slow Staley. I was like, you dumb motherfucker.
Oh, wait a minute. That was you he kept kicking off?
Yeah. Look, I'm serious because I think that was a fake bid. I think that was one of his little butt buddies. My final offer, OTW, all right, is a stick of gum, some pocket lint, and a paper clip plus shipping and handling for the painting. Firm final offer.
Well, I mean, Caucasian Sasquatch offered him $8, I think.
I want the painting. I want to hang that shit up behind me, bro. It'd be forever lore on my wall.
Something else that was interesting is he's auctioning the painting, but he didn't even remember. He wasn't even sure if he sold it to me. How does he know which painting it is? He
admitted. He admitted in my side chat on my live stream that yes, you bid on it and you won the painting. He admitted to that. He already seeded all of this. Like, why? Like, what is he doing, bro? Like,
well, he's trying to say now that Flo knew that it cost more than that to produce the painting, so he knew not to. He knew not to expect anything for $10.
If you make an offer and somebody accepts your offer, I expect you to either make good on it or make other arrangements. I expect you not to just steal the money and give nothing. And I'm not responsible for babysitting your fucking finances, dumbass. You need to set the prices at a point where you're not offended when somebody accepts your offer to sell.
So I offered $4. So with Sasquatch, we were in LTW. I forgot to tell you that. I was like, I have $4 for you, and I sorry.
Is he too scared to come up and face you?
So is Powdered Milker.
Say $4.
Yeah. Powdered Milker, come on up. You know what? You're just a troll account, so I'm not even going to treat you like you're.
OTW ran, huh? He couldn't handle it.
Yeah, OTW ran. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Powdered Milker, hold on. This is your lucky day. You could hang around a minute longer.
10th man, where you been? I haven't seen you.
I'm in rough shape, but I'm, doing it.
So is OTW.
Yeah, I'm in different kind of.
His psyche is fracturing.
Well, and listen, I like OTW as a human being and everything, but like I've said many times, some people have talent, some people don't. They see you do a show or I do a show or some, and they go, I can do that, but no, they can't. They can't. Like you were saying about temporary numbers. Yeah, we might be having a good night, and 100 of us will go over there. But if you expect that to happen every day with what you're producing, because I've watched a couple of his shows here and there when no one else is live, and I'll watch for a few minutes. I don't go up on the panel because it seems really boring. I'm like, why should I go up there and exert my energy to make this show entertaining? I'll just go watch something else. It's boring.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Christine, I like Christine.
I think I do. I'm not sure who she's talking about, but
I had a small altercation with her a little bit.
With Christine, it's easy to have altercations with Christine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like give them much more weight than they deserve.
If OTW hates you so much, why is he a member? I'm sorry, bro.
Well,
he got gifted.
He probably got gifted, but oh yeah, he did get gifted, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, my question is, why is he here? Okay.
Can I ask you a question about what you said? You said he's been following you around all day? Like, is he like texting you too? Like, because you seem inordinately not happy about what's going on.
Well, I'm particularly disgusted in the so the long story short, this guy got bent out of shape. He brought Crispy on to try to manufacture drama, which he did. All right, that's all fine and dandy. A little bit sleazy, but whatever, I get it. When he came under like the first hint of fire for bringing her onto his panel, his response wasn't to be like, I'm a content creator and she's controversial. It was to start then defending her, which vicariously means attacking me and Sarah. Oh, she didn't do it. Oh, they set her up. Blah 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 blah. Acting like it's not perfectly crystal fucking clear what happened. So I didn't appreciate that, and I said I was pulling my support, and I kind of grilled him a little bit, and then he just lost his fucking mind and started. He tried to go on the offense. He brought up every douchebag he could find that didn't like me, and has spent 2-3 days letting them make up complete lies. Just go on his panel, slander. He's brought Snafu up. He's brought Imperius up. He's brought Lindsay up. He's brought who else? All of them. So this dude is literally sitting here throwing everything at me he can get a hold of, and still he is continuing to do it. Or try to. He's out. He's really out of anything. There's nobody left that he can call on. There's nothing left that he can throw. He's just, but he'll still push where he can. He still won't take responsibility anywhere unless I absolutely prove it. He's just a bad faith, no brain loser. He sucks dick, and his character is shit.
Okay, I wasn't aware of all this lore.
So, he's been just one last thing. So, and then today, I went on Jack's panel, and then I went to Cynthia's panel, and now I'm here. Everywhere I fucking go, he follows me around. I don't know what you're doing, OTW. Can't you tell I don't fucking like you?
Like Flowstay said, if it fucking benefits me, I'll fucking stab you in the back.
It's just, in all honesty, when I first met him over here and then went on his show, I'd never seen him before until maybe within the last week or so. And I thought he was like in his early 20s. Not by his voice or anything, but just by his mentality. I thought that he was like a really young, dumb kid.
Did you see his pictures? Or rather,
now, but I'm saying before, very recently, I thought he was. I get you. I just thought he was a dumb kid.
He acts like it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm confused.
He's like a lost dog. He needs to go back to Paul because he's not wanted here. He's not wanted anywhere, really. Nobody's going to take you in. Just like your girlfriend didn't take you in, just like your ex, all your exes didn't take you in. Nobody wants you.
I and I noticed that he keeps following you, man.
Mm-hmm.
He just keeps following you.
No, but a
Can you
couple days
imagine?
ago, like
Can you imagine
sorry.
inviting people onto your panel to spend days saying that I 86 kids, to say that I am a PDF, like all the shit to try to attack my relationship with Miss Flo, and then come around acting like you're gonna be welcome here, like you're not gonna get shit down your throat. You're gonna get shit down your throat for fucking ever. It's stuck, bitch.
It was less than 3 weeks ago. He was up here. We were having a conversation, and I was sitting here just listening. And I said to him, "Does that mean that you're going to listen to what Flo said?" And he said, "Well, maybe half of it." And so it's just like he never. They all think this is easy, but
I don't know what he's thinking, but I told him the whole way through. I walked. Same dummy, same. It isn't over. You're over. You're over, OTW. What are you going to do? Who's going to help you?
His time is up.
Too scared to hit the link, I guess.
Hit the link, bitch. I'll put everyone in back.
There you go. Throw us all out and bring him up.
Only for a minute.
I'm down.
I
Put us in the basement.
I
That'd be
wouldn't
nice.
mind that.
I mean, you can veto it, Chuck. I was just trying to lure him in, but you definitely have veto power or stay power.
If
all of you do.
Yeah, if OTAW wants to come up here and settle his shit, then settle his shit. We have no
what?
right.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's do this.
There's nothing to. It's not getting settled. He's just going to get stomped on some more.
Of course, right? But at the end,
you're going to send him back to the battered woman's shelter.
Oh God. Well, I know why he's following you around.
He's in love with you. You're his new dada.
But the same thing with Paul, the Albanian kid. Albino. Sorry.
To be fair, he's gotten more attention in the last couple of days because of this beef bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. He's loving it.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's hidden now. Should I put him on the inmate roster?
You around.
It's like Dusty's like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
he created more enemies. Dusty's like Spider-Man. It's fucking. You have like a lot of like Spider-Man have the Sandman and all these other enemies.
I'd give him 3 minutes to show up, or he's going to end up on the list. I would say.
I mean, I already blocked him in chat.
Oh, okay.
And I'm adding him to the list.
Not telling you what to do.
Yeah,
give
no, I got
life
you.
Without parole. Instantly.
I'm gonna ask you a hypothetical question, Flo. Forgive me. If he were to say, you know what, I'm gonna challenge you right now.
To what?
Would you do it? I don't know. Just basically, he wants to. What are your thoughts?
Aside from playing music, I don't think there's anything on earth that he can beat me at.
I believe you.
And that's not because he's a great musician. It's because I don't know how to play a musical. And I mean, I know how to play drums. That's it.
Yeah,
all the time for AI.
But for Cynthia to give him a kind of a free pass for being a musician, that don't fly in my book.
I don't know what you're talking about. Cynthia gives a lot of passes out. I don't have any issue with how Cynthia is managing this situation. It's consistent with her temperament. I put him on at $20. People can buy him down or buy him up, or I don't care. But Yep.
Well, yeah, he thought for sure he took a win on Blumpkin's channel this morning.
Just crazy.
And Orthodox set him straight, and the more Orthodox kept going, the more pissed he was getting.
Oh, he got hurt. I probably made that man cry when he fucking logged off.
I thought he was going to cry on that show this morning you guys were on.
Yeah, Orthodox. I seen that. Like the dude just basically kicked you out, and you made a lot of good statements there.
and I tried to be as respectful as possible. I went into this being neutral with OTW, thinking it was.
I listened this morning for a little while. I started listening as I was leaving the house to go get cigarettes, and then I didn't call until I was on the way home. So I mean, like, I listened for a little while. You guys were quite neutral.
I even told him, I'm like, bro, and I even apologized. I'm like, towards the end of that, I started being like one-sided, and I got to work on that if I'm going to host these panels. Like, I admitted that fault, and then he just like, well, basically I won anyway. I'm like, no, you didn't. Not at fucking home, bro. Like,
Yeah, I love the way you broke that down on his show. I mean, you walked him right through it, an L every time, and he kept saying, "Yeah, I came out on top. I came out on top." And you're like, "What?"
It's retarded. It's a whole cope.
It's the same thing if I were to say I'm the king of England. I mean, I said that before, but I'm just saying it's the same thing. I'm the son of fucking Prince Charles. You know, words is cheap. You know what I mean? Like, you could say anything, but can you prove it?
Yeah, be careful. You got Canadians up here.
They're basically English light.
Oh, 10th man is from Canada.
You mean China?
Canada. Yeah. China?
It's called China.
Canada. Yeah.
I do agree with the fact yeah.
Crazy. And just to remind people, anybody can pay bonds down or up. I set his low not because he does deserve a higher one, but I'm sort of curious how this whole situation will twist and turn a little bit.
I'm a bigot. Holy shit. I might be a clan leader.
OTW is Canadian,
bigot.
right?
Yeah.
He's Canadian, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
French Canadian.
This is why Canada failed, is because those are the people that I have to deal with on a regular basis. Right? Like,
Old Joe just called.
They literally.
Yeah,
no, I was done. Just, they don't understand the assignment.
Who doesn't?
Most Canadians.
What's the assignment?
Don't be a pussy.
I mean, in the first word that you're taught in Canada is sorry.
No.
I have a question. So 10th man, who else is in Canada?
Cage, OGW, Bex.
Okay.
Who else? There's quite a few Canadians.
Only one up here, I think, is 10th man that we got on panel from Canada.
I'm Vietnamese.
You're communist, yeah.
You're Vietnamese, but where are you currently living right now?
So, Crazy Mama, you can't put people on bond, but the people who are on the bond list, you can, instead of paying down their bond, you can pay to increase it. That's what happened with EB3 and Imperius have both gotten paid up a decent little bit. Lindsay did too, but she got life.
She got life without parole.
Yep.
Christine is. Can I pay everyone? Can I pay to put everyone in jail? Christine.
No, probably not. But you know what? If you choose the right person and ask me that question again, I might make an exception. But I'm not letting people get put on the list from scratch.
Damn, I feel offended, right? Because, like, I mean, I kind of want to know what it's like.
Old Joe, it's really not that much of an accomplishment. If you saw the block list I have here, it's not that much.
Yeah, how are you tracking it? You doing like a Google spreadsheet kind of thing?
In the post tab, I've got a post that I just sort of update.
Okay.
Yeah. So if anybody is curious about it, go to the post tab of the Powder Dusty page.
It's a simple Word document, Joshua.
It's not a Word document.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not?
I'm just
Okay.
It's just typed out in the comment.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like I always in the back of my mind. I'm thinking like scripting code stuff like that. I'm always thinking of ways to like make things easier.
Uh-oh. Upset 10th man? Shame on you,
Wait,
Mike.
10th man, he's gone? Oh, yeah.
No, he might have just lost connection.
You probably upset him.
I didn't upset him. Damn it. I didn't do shit.
All right, let's take a little
husband. He
10th
said
man, come
husband
back.
time. He left.
Damn.
Come on. Well.
All right, so the inmate roster right now: Lindsay, no bond; Imperious, no bond. They both got life. Rose 777 is at 155. EB3 is at 140. Goblin is at 100. Wheels is at 50. Are We Not Men is at 50. Zins is at 60. Who is Zins? I don't remember Zins. Chris Lucas, The Protestant View Live, 30. You Tell Me, 20. Cage, 20. Did I put Cage? Yeah, I put Cage on. OTW, 20. Logical Spark, 20. DJ Emo, 20. Tom Bombadil, 20. Justin, 5. Electric Eye, 20. Dr. Butcher, 20. Pumping Vinyl, 10. Jason Rojas, 10. Anyone can pay them down or pay them up. The bonds can be increased. And at the time, if like Are We Not Men's a good example. His bond is $50. He also has a bunch of alts that are blocked. At the time of bond, he can buy as many alts out as he wants at $5 each. If he foregoes that opportunity, then the next alt starts. It resets at the same thing, so it'll go back up to 50. You got to buy him now, or else it goes.
Damn, Goblin Majesty.
Are We Not Men? Isn't that Grid's buddy?
And not anymore. He's in an imperious position where he's basically like kicked out of
Persona non grata. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You tell me was shit talking again today. I couldn't believe that either.
Dude, I should do a bondsman show. That'd be funny as fuck. Sorry, this is my language, but that'd be really funny.
I don't even know who like 90% of those names are. Damn.
Just start going through that list and be like, I will pay your bond, but if you mess up again, you will owe me double.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with that too. I don't even know the majority of those people, but who gives a shit?
Much love, Michelle. I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, my whole complaint in all of this is just selling your integrity for $5, or if it was $10, right? Like whatever the thing is. Even Jesus got sold out for 30 fucking coins of silver, right? I mean, like, God, at least that was some money. $5? Like, fuck.
Yeah, well, it was less than that. It's like a desperate attempt to not have to admit that you're sleaze or that you're. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's fucking disgusting to watch.
Not even that. He was so fucking ass blasted that you were able to transmogrify so much money off a $5 painting.
Yeah,
like he literally thought that somebody was gonna just, because of the way the universe works, I guess, give him $100 for that painting.
Yeah, and I out for $4.
I knew that he was setting himself up for failure. It's like, first of all, this is the exact same thing you rip somebody else off on, right? Like, how stupid would you feel if you actually bought the painting and then got ripped off on it again?
He kept showing that painting today, and I swear that wasn't the same one. I could be wrong.
Your memory is pretty sharp. I didn't see it. I don't know if I trust your memory more than mine.
I got you. Won't hold up. I got you.
I could be wrong.
Right?
I mean, it's been a while.
I love bumpkin bail bonds, right? That'd be a really funny show. That'd be a really funny segment I do. That would be really fun.
Oh, it says
bump? He was so upset about the thought that he was going to cry. I believe that. He was so upset that he thought that he was going to cry. I believe that.
Wrong screen. Hold on.
Sorry.
Share screen. Is that what you said?
She even Chuck could actually remember how he was upset, like disappointed.
Oh yeah, you could tell he was
He
upset.
was fucking.
Listen to this. I did catch this.
How's it echoing? It is?
Not on our end. I think I got a problem. I'll be back.
Oh, you got two U's. Look, he's here.
Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, Flow State's here. Hello, Flow State. Flow State. What the fuck? See? Yeah, now he's in my mind. Yeah, he owns real estate there. I can say, I have to admit it now.
Oh, am I here again?
Yeah, you're still.
It was Freedom Grower. He kept calling Freedom Grower Flow State.
Jesus.
In your head. In your head.
OTW, I will pay your bond, but if you get put on that list again, you will owe me double the money. And I will make you sign a fucking contract on that too.
You realize this motherfucker Jude somebody out like $5.
Right on. I just got a Cash App in Peace Dynamo. I really like the choice you made with this one. I think it's an excellent decision. $10 will be added to You Tell Me's bond promptly, very promptly.
Yeah, he was shit talking again today. That surprised me.
It didn't surprise me because I blocked him. Either this morning or yesterday.
Who?
You tell me. He's just a chatter. And You Tell Me has been upgraded to 30. Nice.
OTW, what exactly is this bond?
$20.
It's not even that much. But
No, it's not because I'm kind of interested to see how it'll go, but I'm not going to keep giving him free chat space.
yeah.
I got that screen up just because you didn't see it.
Okay. All right. 1 second.
I'm sorry, we're 40 minutes in and no one's dropped bombs yet. What's going on?
I don't know. This is just sort of no one's dropped bombs. We're not going to be here particularly long. So I'm not grifting very hard. Where you at? I'm not saying that we couldn't use some bombs. I'm just saying that
yeah.
I don't think that's it. That's not it.
Either way, that
No.
painting is so fucking.
I don't remember that one.
No, that's not it. Like I wouldn't even do the opening bit on that. It looks like your fucking lunch tray after you're done in either jail or when you have hot dogs. You get the little blob of ketchup, a little blob of mustard, and you dunk your hot dog in it and mix it around. That's what it looks like. It looks like a dirty cafeteria tray.
Flo, thank you so much. You know what this fucking looks like? It looks like an inmate took his tray and threw it up against the fucking wall. It's exactly what it looks like. Thank you, Flo. Thank you.
Damn, Bumpkin.
You know what,
Bumpkin
Flo?
knows.
Okay, I'm willing to sponsor
Yeah,
like
PTSD.
you guys challenging each other. What do you think of 500? What are your thoughts?
For what?
If he wanted to challenge you and like let's just battle this, like, and you guys confront each other, 500. I got 500.
Are you talking in real life or what?
No, I'm talking about in over YouTube. Hope
Did
that
you
makes
say?
sense.
I'm sorry. Repeat. Did you say 500?
Yeah, 500.
I wouldn't solve a damn thing.
So you say I should do more?
I don't know how we would like. I don't know what the competition is or what what.
I mean, the guy is like basically like making accusation, all this bullshit, and I think that we could like settle this shit. And
how will it be settled?
In terms of like,
I mean, I'll take $500 to confront him for sure. I don't know.
No, I believe you, but I'm just saying I don't know if I believe him, but I think that we could settle this shit. Like just
how,
like you guys could basically challenge each other and like in YouTube and like okay, and so he made a lot of accusations towards you. Yeah. And then Chuck could actually know that. Chuck, he called you a pedophile. He basically said a lot of shit, and he said that he has receipts and all that. So we could actually clarify that shit and then end it.
You're getting OTW mixed up with Snafu on some of this.
Oh, okay. Maybe I am. Okay.
Crazy Mama says a paint off. That would be funny.
Shit,
I mean, I have my winnings on.
You know what? We just got to get y'all to box at Creator Clash.
Yeah. Snow, I just looked at that. 14 year-to-date views, 14,000 for him, 58,000 for me.
I gotta ask this question: why would you want to settle anything with a person that's willing to sell their integrity for $5?
See that, and that's what I guess that's what I'm not clear about either. What do you mean by settle? Because he and I are not going to be cool.
It doesn't have to be that he has to be cool. At the end of the day,
so then the only way to settle it would be for like him to 86 out of YouTube.
No, that wouldn't be a settlement.
You know what?
Capitulation. But the point is why would you ever want to bridge a gap with anybody like that? Take OTW off the map. Just take whatever you think about him and just imagine any person that you know that is willing to sell their integrity for $5. Why would you want anything to do with that type of person?
I would love to street beef him. I swear to God.
Just let y'all fight at Creator.
I'm old. I'm out of shape. I haven't fought hardly at all in the past 15 years. I would love to fight him.
I'm not gonna lie. I like to paint off, right? So you two doing finger painting, that might actually be a kind of entertaining.
Oh my God!
But like, I don't mean physically. I just mean like in terms of like, well, obviously it could be debating, but I think if I were to say if Flo, because this guy basically has a lot of shit against Flo apparently. And then he wants to challenge him, apparently. And then I believe if we could get him all on the table, and then I know that Flo would destroy this motherfucker.
He's angry and he's reactionary. Of course, he's going to be basically doing whatever he can to make himself feel better, aka to cope, right? That's just a normal reaction. It doesn't particularly matter. The question would still stand. Why would you or anybody want to be associated with a person that is willing to sell their own integrity for such little money? Maybe it was like $100,000 or some shit, right? But such little money. What use is that person to anybody?
I agree with you, Josh. And this is the issue, Josh. I don't want to be at peace with him.
It's not even about peace.
Okay, then. How would you do, like, this is YouTube where all we can basically do is yell at each other or go real life, I suppose. But how could this get resolved? Or you just want another like shit show?
No, it's more.
It's not derogatory question. Like, I'm down with shit shows. Everybody likes a good shit show.
No, but you see how like you destroyed Lindsay? You destroyed her completely. You did. But you know why you destroyed her? Because you have basically you made it very clear. It's just like saying the sky is blue, and then some other fucker said no, but it's orange. But so I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, no, I think I'm following you. Go ahead.
I think it's more like if you were to sit on the table and speak facts and you've been doing that. You destroy. Lindsay's been destroyed. She knows that. She's been, and then you made that even when she was like, oh shit, it's not you, Mike. It was some other. No, and you basically.
Right, but see, Lindsay is smart enough and feels enough shame that she knows when she should be embarrassed. OTW just loses his mind and fractures into.
Okay.
There's like 4 or 5 people in chat that are confused what's even going on with Lindsay. Y'all need to catch up. You're way behind.
Catch up.
Yeah.
So they could be a referee, and then like check guys like so it's like okay, hey, like kind of even like when there's a debate with Andrew, and then there's the Red Tomato, and she's.
And nothing's ever resolved at those debates either. The next day, everybody's on their own YouTube channel swearing they won.
I disagree with that, Flo. Because Flo, the reason why I disagree with that is because at the end of the day, real is real, and then the results is what is the fucking results, and like you can't like argue the fact that. The facts are the facts. You could pretend that it's not there, but it is there. And then we made that very clear with Lindsay. That's a prime example of that. That's just my thoughts, And so if we were to get you in the table with this motherfucker and you made the facts very clear, the people could always be blindfolded and be like, oh, well, I don't give a shit, because there are people who are oblivious and they're like, I don't care, but at least I'm supportive. I don't give a fuck. I get that. There are people who are just that ignorant. But at the end of the day, when we clarify things, it's just.
Mike, did you see this morning stream or any of it?
This morning stream, I missed it.
You might go back and take a look at it and see how that played out towards the end of the stream.
Yeah, this is assuming that you think that OTW is the type of person that you're going to sit down and have a reasonable conversation with, right? Like, I understand the goal of it. It's just, it doesn't work that way. And it doesn't work that way with a vast majority of people, right? Like, it is what it is. Can you describe the goal, the intention? Like Flo said, he's already said that he's willing to, get paid for a shit show. That kind of is one of the things that Flo does, right? But your goal seems to appear to be something else, and I'm a little unclear as to what that is.
Yeah, me too, Josh.
So my goal is to so Maddie, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I tried to drop that down before it was noticed, but you saw that quick.
Yeah, Flo is basically the smartest dude, and this is why I'm saying this, because he's a smart dude, and so here's the thing. So I believe that it's not about, like, at the end of the day, you're gonna have what we call a fucking a sore loser. You're always gonna have sore losers. But at the end of the day, it's not about sore losers. It's about like how the result ended. And I believe in Flo. I know that if we were to do this shit, Flo could fucking destroy this motherfucker and make this shit very clearly. And then this is gonna be, by the way, this is going to be on the internet, and it's gonna be like you can't. Yeah, you could fabricate it and say all the shit. But at the end of the day, the results is that clarifies it.
You need to watch this morning show to answer a lot of your questions, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing, right? I'm here to get Flo more money. So, like, but here is one of the major problems, Mike. Even if you did drop that cash, there is no guarantee that OTW will even pull up. That's the major problem.
I don't think he's going to pull up.
Yeah, he's not going to.
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate some freaking money.
Well, the the hypnotism, but I'm willing to put in some more money if it's necessary, just to fucking settle this shit. You know, if it's
God, there's that
possible.
word again. So
Mike.
let's be a little bit more,
Right.
a little bit more clear on the description, right? Like the idea that Flo is the one that's destroyed this guy's reputation. That's not exactly true. A person destroys their own reputation.
No, but who? What? Wait. No one ever said about destruction of reputation. No one ever said that. But
I'm pretty sure this.
Wait, hold up.
The whole
thing is that. Wait, Jones. Yeah, Jones. Never. So we're not talking about destroying a reputation, but this guy has made accusation to Flo in terms of like pedophile and all this bullshit. So and he's at the end of the day, like he's coming out.
Said, if it fucking benefits me, I'll fucking stab you in the back.
Help me understand. Are you wanting Flo to defend himself against such?
No, I don't want Flo to defend himself. I just want things. So what I wish is basically it's not. He doesn't have to defend anything. What I'm trying to say is at the end is basically oblivious this motherfucker, and I would love that, and then put him into the point where it's like pretty much he's done.
Mike, I've got some homework for you. I'm going to put the link to this morning stream in the back chat, and then you need to watch that and also refine your what it is you want.
I mean, I know where I want, but at the end of the day, I get it. Like,
I don't think you're going to get it because what you're wanting is it involves a reasonable person.
Yeah,
he's not reasonable. I get it.
Too reasonable, yeah.
Even if it's the case that it's just some type of closure, right? Like that's not going to happen. There's nothing.
It's not about closure because you're not going to win. No one's heart. At the end of the day, it's like China and United States. They don't love each other, but they still do business, right?
Yeah. See, that's a relationship that I'm not interested in having.
Oh yeah. Honestly, Flo, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I tried to go into that entire semi-lore stream we were doing, which ended up being one. We didn't realize it was going to be one. We just talked about the OTW and you lore. I tried to walk into everything completely unbiased. I have never in my life become so unbiased in such a short amount of time. It was insane. Like he dug himself into a hole so fast.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, damn.
It might be a good thing I'm not allowed in Canada.
Yeah. Check the super chat. I guess that covers $1.68 Canadian.
Fuck, dude.
He must this must be an alt account. Can you send supers without a? All right. Yeah, well, keep it coming, bitch. No bombs for you.
Damn.
Here, this is a little blurb, a little highlight from a few days ago. It has nothing to do with OTW. I guess except that it's something he could learn from because this is his daddy you're about to hear.
You win, Taylor. You win whatever the competition is. You win. You're bigger and better. You have more. Whatever makes you feel good to get through your days.
Thank you.
And just make sure that you keep in the back of your mind.
There you go. Stick a fork in that dork there, done.
Could you say like father, like son?
I don't even know. What I do know is where'd that tab go? Yeah. Well, when I get the tab open. Well, one of the mods hide that account all the way, hide OTW all the way.
Damn.
Yep.
I've
already blocked one of his accounts, so he must have come back on a different one.
Damn, you fucked up, but money can't even make Flo like you.
Yeah.
It's $2 Canadian. That's like 78 cents.
Well, hold up. Hold up.
It's not real money, I feel you.
To be fair, that was already your money, right? Like that was to cover the whole like $1.68. That was
the 3 years worth of interest is missing.
Oh, Oh, shit. Nah.
Look, I was a banker, and I've got
Yeah,
a strong loan shark bone in my body. When ask Katie about it sometime.
I just
Flo is a loan shark, dude.
I think I want to ask your wife about your bones. I'm good on that, Chief.
I do feel like I
thought you were the lore masters.
Oh, apparently, I'm designated ball washer because I told OTW that he got beat. According to him,
You're a ball washer. I don't know, man. Maybe make yourself a little fucking enjoyable. You wouldn't be ball washing so goddamn hard. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Fucking crazy. Maybe be a little bit of a likable person.
Like Flow State said, if it fucking benefits me, I'll fucking stab you in the back.
by saying the exact opposite of that.
Anybody come up with that timestamp where OTW dissed on his daughter tonight?
God, dude, there's so much editing I have to do with all these fucking shorts, bro.
Dude,
oh my
editing
God.
gets to be such a bitch.
And for some
I'm
reason,
so glad I have an editing slave.
yeah, I wonder who the fuck that is. Kill me.
It's a
Kill
work,
me.
boy.
Kill me.
You two are like Tweedledee and Tweedledum together.
I'm telling you.
We have good like stream chemistry. We really do.
Have you been called that before? I feel like you've probably been called that before.
Tweedledee, Tweedledum, yeah.
Right on.
Not the
Thing
most
one and
just
thing
on
two.
stream, but yeah.
You guys share the same room?
Well, we say it all the time. We're the same. We're literally the same
Yeah,
person.
we're
We
the
just
same
grew up
human
on
being.
different
If there was
coasts.
a third, there'd be a trinity.
It'd be the ungodly trinity, bro.
Holy Trinity.
You grew up in the South. I grew up on the West Coast. We gotta get someone that like grew up on the East Coast that's just like us, and then it's over.
Ah, the Midwest.
The Midwest. I currently live in the Midwest, so
Oh, tragic.
Shout out Central.
Where in the Midwest you live, if I could ask?
yeah, I live up in North Dakota area.
What's your address?
Um,
Or social
219.
security number?
North.
Oh, I know this one.
Mother's maiden name.
Hey. No, not the social security number. Nah, you can't fuck up my credit no more than I have. All right.
Your
Same.
up.
Underestimate my ability to get loans.
And you remember when he's running that auction flow, he didn't mention anything about being down and out on money, did he?
He mentioned that that's why he was selling paintings.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. It's been so long back.
OTW dunked on his daughter. Oh my god. That's a fucking comment, dude.
Do we have a timestamp for it?
I hope so. I hope so. Someone asked, have me and Orthodox I ever met IRL? No, but I do plan on making a trip down to the South. So we'll definitely.
What's that a euphemism for?
Damn.
What, making a trip down to the South?
Is that like touching tips or something?
I think it's like mouth.
Yo. Pause.
I know what makes the whole
Pause.
exchange that me and Bumpkin just had about editing so funny. Is
What?
our friendship started out as me being his editor.
Yeah, you've pigeonholed me into being the editor. Once you found out I could actually edit, you're like, huh, well.
What area are you in, Ortho?
The great state of Georgia.
Georgia? I'm
Best state
sorry.
of the union.
Georgia. All right.
It's just Florida extended, don't lie.
Your mom's just Florida extended.
His mom is Florida extended.
How about Joshua Jones? Where you from?
Can't answer
Okay,
that.
no.
because,
Don't answer that. Oh no, it will send us into a spiral of I'm from New York. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. I'm from New
No,
York.
I was where I'm from and where I live are two different things, right? I was born on Homestead Air Force Base. I live in New York.
You lived in New York.
Upstate. Don't
So it
confuse me with that
begins.
city shit.
Upstate.
He- He's a communist, though, Mike.
Yes, I am actually one of the very few Republicans that are also card-carrying Communist Party members.
Oh,
Oh
really?
my god.
So you believe in socialism?
I don't believe in it. No.
Sure, you did.
No,
What about how Joshua outed me as a Fed a couple weeks ago?
Damn. I actively participate with it because it's a legal requirement to be a business owner in Vietnam.
So you live in Vietnam.
I
you're not
did
Vietnamese.
I did for quite a few years.
So currently you live in Vietnam.
No,
but how did you pull that off being a Fed? Because it's against the law. When I was in, you could not belong to another country like that.
The Red Scare thing is kind of gone, but generally speaking, right? Like you're also not viewed as being a communist based on that, right? Really, what it is in certain countries, Vietnam isn't the only one. You generally have to participate with certain unions, as they would call them, and they are labeled as communist party affiliations, right? It's just a mandate for business there. Well, there and a few other countries actually.
Yeah, but like I said, when I was in government service, we weren't allowed to have credentials for another country like that.
In 1902, there was a lot of different rules.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole Red Scare thing, that it's kind of legally over. It still has its connotations. Like
you can't even have a Klan membership if you're in the government.
Yeah, there was a time where Klan membership was like a thing that got you in the door.
Like, Orthodox guys, shut up! Don't say shit like that, bro. We're already catching enough flack, dude.
Rules change over time.
Apparently so.
So when you was born originally, Joshua?
Yeah, Homestead Air Force Base. I was literally born on the Air Force Base back when it was Air Force.
So are you Vietnamese?
No, I say I'm Vietnamese just because I lived there so long that like I'm.
All right. So which Air Force Base?
Somebody said check for a super chat, Flo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. Do what?
No, my question is where you were born, or are you an American, or I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's not a right or wrong question.
I'm straight up a U.S. citizen. I was born on.
Peace Dynamo with $5 says a real man would not have avoided the issue, but asked you for shipping cost help. Agree, or just kicked it back, or it would have been. There's all sorts of different ways that you like. Literally, the worst, most spineless, most douchey way possible is what was chosen. Thank you for the 5.
Drive fancy cars, everybody know you. It's like you a trap star. You breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. Breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. You got big money. You drive fancy cars, everybody know you. It's like you a trap star. You breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. Breaking down bricks, chopping up O's.
That little girl's getting down in that. Jesus.
Yes, sir.
It's just that the school and then the teacher, I guess. But
all right. So in some of my rummagings, I have found something that may be of interest to the lore masters in particular.
You have like a fucking hard drive with all of this video clips and audio clips on it?
You're a federal agent. You know this is normal.
What do I keep telling you people that YouTube is a cluster B personality disorder playground? Why do you think I exempt myself from that?
She doesn't sleep. She doesn't forget.
Let's see.
Thank you.
By the way, Flo,
Yeah.
I even gave him an out, right? And he would not take it. He was so preoccupied.
He hates those.
Well, he's so preoccupied with beating you that the out that I gave him is, oh well, one could assume anytime you buy anything on the internet, shipping and handling is included. No, that went right over his head. No, he had to beat Flo. The argument. That's fucking wild to me.
This I don't believe that this is the actual daughter incident, but I think it's tangent or right. I think it's a tangent incident or event.
Oh, you got some gifted memberships.
Yep.
There's also no audio to this.
Yeah, god damn it. Flo, come on.
Huh?
Be a little professional here, sir.
And do
there-
what?
Yeah, what are
You
you
got-
supposed to do?
I have
You
no
can
idea.
tell how freaky. You can tell how freaky somebody is by their profile.
Somebody
picture.
dropped
What's going on
some
with that
bombs.
profile picture?
Yeah, so you have 10 gifted memberships, and also there's no audio to what you're playing right now. I'm just letting you know.
Ah, shit, son. Hold on.
No, yeah.
What do you think I was bitching about, Flo?
I didn't know.
Oh, I
Not a
No,
clue.
letting you know. We could have just let you keep playing it with no audio.
Most
and
people are
dickheads.
bitching with Flo, but anyway.
Well, then
Oh,
it wouldn't do any good, would it?
well, no,
is
that
that
that could have been fun, right? Like we could have just like not said anything and then like basically pretended like we understood everything Flo said.
that'd have been a good
Some
membership.
people on a panel being able to fucking hide.
Shut up, nerd.
Flo, do you see anyone ungifted in the panel? So we could gift everyone right now.
So where are we at? Let's see. Who got gifted memberships? LCJC family got a gifted membership. Pyramid 7, William McLean. Thank you. Trey Alexander, Constance Sue has something to say. Radical Coder was gifted a membership. Akron Slim, Radio Guru, My Michelle, Joey Simpson, and that's it. Yep.
All right.
So I did. Thank you, Mike, for being a whale.
So anyone that is basically here currently who's not gifted, I will gift you. But just remember, like and subscribe to the Flow panel.
I already hit the likes.
Howard Dusty.
I already hit the subscribes. I don't have a membership, sir.
Money ain't a motherfucking bribe. It's a sport I invented to win when I watch. You know all the rights and the lights and the locks. Even know all the ice and the Sprite. You just try to get money.
Money of your motherfucking life. 2-ton angel carved out of ice. Alligator sailboat, $sign ice. Fill a warehouse full of Van Goghs twice. Get money.
Money or your motherfucking heart. I could give it to my dog. He makes money when he barks. So put it in my fridge or in one of my parks that I bought so my robots could learn how to lock. Get money.
Is it bad that I can tell exactly what editing software was used for that?
No, because everybody uses CapCut. Ooh.
Okay. Thank God I'm not too far gone.
Oh my goodness, Mike!
Break out the bomb.
Big bombs,
Wow.
big bombs.
So
This.
yeah,
Hey, Mike, do you want to dedicate this one to Lindsay or nah?
was that?
Do you want to dedicate this bombing to Lindsay or nah?
Well, yeah, I wanted to dedicate it to Lindsay.
All right, this one's dedicated to Lindsay.
When you hear the sirens or anti-aircraft guns, you must get under cover at once. Take cover at once, but there's no need to rush. If you take things quietly, you will prevent panic in others. You must not stand staring up at the sky. That's the most dangerous thing to do. If you're within 5 minutes of your home, go home, but keep away from the window. If you're in a car, get off the main road, leave it clear for the defense services. For the same reason, park as near to the curb as possible. If you're in the open with no cover, lie down, preferably in a ditch. Never forget to carry your gas mask. Always remember to see that your blackout is as black as soot. the sky. If you don't take cover, you may get hurt.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Just Buka, Becca, you love the channel. Hey, please come back. Always.
Who?
You know.
Whoever Mike's talking to, come on back.
Just Becca. Becca.
Oh, just Becca. Oh yeah. No, Becca normally watches during the day because Becca. Who's the clicking? Who's clicking? Yeah, no, Becca always is on replay crew, and she always leaves a comment saying that she's on replay crew. So Becca ain't going nowhere.
Reason why I spelled it that way, Becca, because Becca, it could be Italian. It could be.
Oui. Oh wait, that's French.
That's French, but it's
Mario. It's me, Mario.
Beauty.
That's the only Italian I know.
Yeah, but Becca. All right. It's like a burrata. That's how you say it in Italian. And much way burrata. It's not. That's how you say. Hey, whatever. Let's just move on. All right. Whatever.
All right. So I've the video that the audio wouldn't play. I don't know why they have issues with that, but I'm uploading it, and that should be ready in about 3 minutes, and then I'll play it off the internet. For some reason, video player doesn't the sound doesn't come through on desktop.
So
assuming the one with the sexually explicit anime character face is the daughter.
I'm not sure. Really, I haven't. I don't have any idea actually. If I recall, when the incident happened, the daughter was actually on camera, and I just jumping through. I didn't see her on here. What I did see was no, here I'll just pop it back up. Is he threw this picture up of his daughter and her family and was kind of freaking out. So I don't think this is the actual incident, but I think it's like right after.
I gotta submit myself before the tribunal. I said something really mean.
That's all right.
I told him, I said, all right, I want to steal your daughter's wheelchair and see if you're more mad at me for that or for defending Flo.
While I don't, so here's my response. I don't believe in really any mercy or sympathy at this point, but I do believe in optics, and so that's one of those things that I'm okay with. Maybe just don't brag about it publicly.
Yeah, it's not a brag. I actually feel bad about it. That's not me. I don't usually do that to people, but he just made me so fucking angry.
Yeah, but the thing is if you insult him about, like, tell him his art is shitty, that'll bother him more than attacking his daughter. Because
I didn't. Yeah. I told him his art was shitty too. It's bad.
So I basically mentioned earlier, and I'm not gonna. You know what? Maybe I'll let it go.
Chicken butt.
In terms of like you debating this guy, the perfect world, you debate this guy and then you settle it, and then
Mike, that's not the word. That's not where this situation's at right now.
Jack, can we get back to me?
My apologies. My apologies.
I don't know why he's calling me.
And the Sandy machine, like.
No, not
BBE was breaking down.
Well,
OTW, maybe review the criteria.
Isn't off.
That's pretty quiet, isn't it?
It is, but we can still hear it.
All right.
Sorry. Hey, Patrick. Yes. Oh,
Are
your
you
favorite,
gonna?
your best
Yeah,
friend
I'm not
backstage.
gonna be here long if there's gonna be this amount of disrespect that's just gonna be kind of scattered around these panels. I've had enough of that. Gambling with my reputation. I was on a roll before I came on here.
Jack, let me interrupt you there. It's more of your flaccidity that I.
Dusty.
You're a rapist.
Snafu snaps?
Shut up. Jack, you're a rapist.
You all right, Mike?
Definitely a rapist.
It's pretty on the nose. All right, viewer discretion is advised. You know, this is Snafu. This is why I don't allow him on my panel ever.
You got no shame in your game, grifting for fucking money like Flow State, huh?
That is
fucking
true.
Sad and pathetic, dude. I got a grift. And fucking
Silence
make money.
is
Hey, you know how
acquiescence.
sad it is? Raise your hand and I'll give you $2. Fucking kick off and I'll give you $100. OTW, you are a grifting clown, bro.
You're
I
just
knew you'd
jealous
get it.
because I came up.
Okay, I remember what this is. And sorry, and I'll quit muting. I'll quit unpausing and then talking so much so that people don't have to keep adjusting volumes. OTW had started implementing some of the money-making mechanisms. Now, Paul and Snafu is basically part of Paul's crew, or was. Paul wanted to shut that shit down, right? Because that's the nature of of how Paul helps OTW. So this is the blitz. This is attacking OTW because he made some money. The whole time, keep in mind that I'm helping this little bitch, even though he's on the other team. He's antagonizing and attacking me, right? Like throughout this whole thing, I'm like, you know what? I'm helping him little ways here and there. I went up. Christos, actually, Christos is the anime face there. Mirth is king. He remembers the very first time that OTW ever had prices to kick people off the panel. The very first day, when nobody was doing shit with it, he hadn't made a single dollar. I went up and I sat backstage there for 20 fucking minutes while he ignored me. So.
You did not to yourself.
You're such a loser, Snaps, that you can't actually produce any fucking money for yourself.
You're copying.
You're hooked up by a machine in the hospital,
You're a fucking
bro.
grifting loser. You might as well yell at
I'm throwing OTW off his own broadcast. OTW, you're literally like the guy who started bum fights, who went to prison. You tried to get Brian O'Shea and some other homeless people to fight yesterday for $5. You're disgusting.
Yeah, it's pathetic, dude.
Something's
He's literally
gotta be
copying
done.
Flow
It's out of control.
You know what's
No,
funny
he's
about
literally
that is
copying Flow State. Like
I
you're
kind of
so desperate
understood
for
that.
money that you're gonna
Will
grip
you
people.
fuck off for a second? I'll let you rant.
No, you
after.
bring him back.
I will.
Yeah, you're desperate for money, OTW.
You don't get to throw him out today.
Hey, do I get $10 for fucking telling OTW?
How do you
he's a piece of
expect anyone
shit?
to understand anything?
You just
Because you're
got
a
to
piece of
take
shit
it now.
grifting people online. Do you have
Yeah, you
no
got to
shame
take
in your
it.
game?
You don't even get to respond to this right now. You just got to bend over and take it. Snafu's going to work you for a bit, and then
Yeah, you got
off
like
you.
this
black
not
guy
having any shame in his
with the
game,
8-ball
dude.
in his mouth
Like,
in
how
fucking
pathetic is
Pulp
it?
Fiction right now.
$5 to get in a fight, $100. Dude, you're a pathetic grifter, OTW. You don't stand for freedoms and shit. You're grifting online. That's all you're doing.
It was a great
That's all
idea.
you're
I
fucking
loved
doing.
it. There it is.
Well, you
That
don't
was
see
it.
Paul
It was
doing
a great idea.
memberships and stuff.
Yeah, it was
You don't see
awesome.
Paul doing memberships and stuff, do you?
No, actually, oddly enough, they're all telling me now they're running ads on my channel after the fact, and I'm not even monetized. How does that work? Someone else is grifting off
fucking
me.
making money off
I'm
of
not
you,
even getting the fucking proceeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they do that on
fact
my
is-
music
the fact
channel.
is
They put
watching
like all
people
kinds
like
of fucking
OTW and
commercials
Flow
and my
State,
shit.
Hey, the fact is, watching people like you and Flow State grip is fucking pathetic and sickening.
It really
you guys
is.
are cowards. It's pathetically sickening. I
it
need
was
money. You
fun,
might as well
and I'm-
scream at your audience
Guess
like
what,
this,
Snaps?
OTW.
I hope you'll be
You're
there next
pathetic.
week for the next game. I
Give me
want you as a
$6
as a
for calling you a
contestant.
fucking piece
You're gonna be
of
one
shit.
of the champions.
Give me $6 for calling you a piece of shit. Every
So
time I
be
call
sure
you a piece of shit, I
everybody
want my-
to be there next Sunday, 12 o'clock.
Wait a
and
second,
You have no
wait a
shame in
second.
your
Round
game.
two.
You're
Oh
copying
no, I'm
Flow
doing it
State.
again.
Hold on.
Right, you have no
Hold on a
shame.
second.
Fucking right I am.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
vomited.
you don't care. You don't care
I
about
vomited
freedom
from
and rights.
whatever
Yeah,
that
but
was.
Paul,
I did.
see what happens is I have to remove the roast part of the game, which was actually a mistake, right?
No, but now you have we have a serious issue now because they're telling me you banned Brian O'Shea.
Yes, I
That's
did.
what is that? Well, what is that?
He made fun of my daughter. He can go fuck himself.
Oh man, what did he say?
He impersonated her. He impersonated her,
no.
and man, he really fucking pissed me off, bro. That's it.
Well, how are you gonna
He
let him
can
get
go
to
the
you
fuck
like that
off.
and
He
then
can fuck
ban
off.
him? He's a comedian.
I don't give a
though.
fuck. I don't give
You
a
can't
fuck
ban a
about
comedian
Brian.
for
He
trying
can
to be
go
funny.
fucking suck my fucking balls. Here's
Oh
my
man,
fucking message
how the
to
mighty
Brian.
have fallen.
No,
How
this
would you
is
like to suck my balls? I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was, how would you like to suck my balls?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't support any of this. You grift
It's
in,
okay,
you like
Paul,
slow
'cause
state.
I don't care.
And the
The
comedian.
fucking Brian O'Shea's a piece of garbage, fucking piece of shit motherfucker.
Dude,
and I don't want to
he's
see
a
his piece of garbage
comedian.
fucking
Are you
face
not
on this
hearing that
fucking
part?
panel ever again. I don't give a fuck. Nobody makes fun of
Patrick.
my daughter. I don't care. And if I have to
Patrick,
fucking
the
freak out today,
comedian.
I'm gonna freak out today too.
Your daughter's
No
a fat
one
fuck,
is gonna
bro.
fucking
Your daughter is
make
a fat
fun of
fuck.
my daughter
Get
on
over
my
it.
broadcast.
Fuck
It's
your
never
daughter
gonna
and
happen
fuck her
again.
fucking fat-
Fuck you,
It's
Snafu.
happening. It's happening right
Oh, yeah?
now. That's
All right,
the
hold
thing.
on.
It happens.
There we go. We fixed that.
Oh
Goodbye,
man,
Snafu
you just
Snaps.
now you banned him.
Yeah.
We can, all right. I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's your broadcast at the end of the day. But there can't be to
There are
me.
sensitive chords that you don't fucking touch with me, man.
Christos, your thoughts?
I mean,
Well, I would just say, be aware that.
I'm not gonna hate on him for doing that for sure. He
This
should do
is
that in the
not
first place though.
Yeah, this is not. This is the second or third day, of them going after his daughter.
Okay, should have happened day one.
Right. So this is not the incident that I was talking about. This is several days later.
Oh, Mike.
But it is still fairly relevant. Mike just dropped 10 more motherfucking memberships. Thank you, Mike. It is definitely making this stream worth it, even though I started kind of crabby and late. What
Did you eat yet, Flo?
Hey, so if I could
did.
subscribe everyone, I'm trying to see if I could do that. If that's a possibility.
Well, so it's
everyone.
It won't be possible because not everyone has the feature turned on. The feature to receive gifted memberships is off by default. But if you actually, this is a good PSA. If you're in the chat and you have not turned on your ability to receive gifted memberships, you need to go into your settings and do that.
Okay.
And let's see what.
You have to add OTW to that bomb sequence.
I know it. But for now,
Guys, like and subscribe to the Flow State. Well, or Dusty. Sorry,
Dusty
the Powdred
Powder.
Dusty. Yeah. So, guys.
So yeah, all men and women have the right.
Oh my God, is that it?
So
I've been working on it a little bit, and I've got some Rose 777 edited in.
Oh, was that yesterday or today on Jack's show when he said he contacted a congressman and they told him to fuck off?
Oh, I don't know. I missed that.
He didn't want to talk about it, other than he said they wouldn't talk to me.
Huh.
that you could be cutting your blessings or whatever the phrase is, not counting but cutting, you know, because Brian O'Shea and Timmy are like right hand man of Paul.
I don't care.
I'm just thinking of the
Listen,
collaboration
no,
and the networking.
Timmy didn't make. Look, Christos, Timmy didn't make.
We've been doing the trigonometry with each other for a while. You know, it's like it's always real season.
There's a
Nothing's
line
off
I
limits
fucking
type shit.
draw a fucking line somewhere. You get that? There's a line that needs to be drawn at one point. And that's where I fucking draw that fucking line, man. You can say what the fuck you want about me. You can make fun of me for 6 fucking hours in a row, and I'll fucking swallow that pill. But you motherfuckers out there want to fucking play with the fuck. No, man, my daughter is, it's no. You don't fucking go there, man. You leave the fucking family out of this shit. You get it? You can't hack it? Get the fuck out.
Can I say something?
Close Dave fucking made fun of my daughter. Where is he now? The same fucking place Brian is. Fucking Resto, Slesto, Molesto did the same fucking thing. He's in the same place Brian is. Brian fucking deserves what he's getting. He can go fuck himself and suck my fucking balls by the back.
Yeah.
By the back. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. So Mackenzie, basically, I don't know if you heard and you know her. She was looking for Pyro. Pyro, forgot this fucking guy's name, but you know him. He's Puerto Rican dude.
Are you talking about Pyro?
Yeah. And so Mackenzie, I know Mackenzie, and to me it was like chaotic. Like, are you fucking serious? I don't know. I guess this is the world we live in. It's like, I guess you
Super
like
chat.
Yeah, so she was like, Pyro, it's your time. It's your up. Like you're basically you have to come back, I guess, in the channel. But so the thing is, in the locale, there's a locale channel where Pyro's basically spazzing out and talking about how men are not men and all this bullshit. And I'm like, okay, this is just I myself, I wouldn't even waste my time listening to it. And
I wasn't.
I mean, the thing is that I don't understand how is it that people are just.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't either.
Okay, so
and you know what? I think I'm okay. Okay, Bluegrass with $10 super sticker. Thank you for the support.
Yeah, so
You got another one, don't you?
You guys didn't notice. That's fine. Mackenzie was basically. I wish I could go back. Mackenzie was talking about to Pyro, and Pyro was like, "Oh, come back
Like,
into the." Okay.
None of us have any idea who these people are.
Maybe I should just leave it alone.
I mean, we didn't.
I'm just saying. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And sorry, Hank O'Flamio with $2 says, "Is OTW codependent with Snafu Snaps?" OTW is. He must have a humiliation fetish. Like, I can't think of anything else that would make you behave these ways if you don't have a humiliation kink.
But Flo, you do know Pyro. What's his name? Hurricane Pyro? Hurricane?
I don't.
Hurricane.
Yeah, I know Hurricane Pyro. Hurricane Pyro is a psycho when it comes to females.
There you go.
Yeah. Hurricane Pero is a psycho when it comes to girls. I like Hurricane. That said, that sort of nonsense that he gets into with females, I've told him to keep it away from here.
No, yeah, definitely. I'm not defending. I'm not. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that a person, Mackenzie, she came to the panel because there's a platform, or they created locale. Anyway, whatever. Fuck it. What I'm trying to say is that to me it's chaotic that knowing how you have this guy and then you have women that are validating this shit. I know, whatever. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It's just okay. So, so what I'm trying to say is that he has a reputation in terms of harassing a lot of women, but yet you have someone basically calling him out, like Mackenzie is a person who also streaming, and she was texting him in the platform.
Does it involve me? Like, is it?
No, it doesn't involve you. It doesn't.
Okay, it's not like
I
nothing.
could drop it. I could just.
No, I'm just trying to figure. Well, I'm trying to figure out if this is just information about, or if this is like, if there's a situation that needs my attention, right? Because I don't.
No. It doesn't need your attention. I just.
Mm.
You know what? I could drop it. It's fine.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that sometimes you have crazy people, and you'd be surprised that these people are just being crazy because you have other people that are influencing them.
Hurricane Pero's crazy. Naomi says he threatened to slap my 8-year-old daughter and in me because I would not give him attention. If I ever see, if he ever does anything like that over here, let me know. I got on him one time for spurging out in the Discord, and he responded well to it, to his credit. Like, I didn't have to ever tell him again, as far as I'm aware. So just, heads up, if he gets wild now, Naomi or anybody else, let me know, and I'll take care of it.
And I'm sorry for Flo, to put you on the spot there, but
oh no, you did apologize for nothing. You're all Gucci. All right, let's get back to this. Awkward ass silence.
Yeah, well, the snafu pass is over, man. He's banned too. Fuck him too. Anybody else want to test me?
I could hear a pin drop up there.
I swear to God, if I had Brian in my fucking face yesterday, I would have fucking ripped his fucking eyes out of his fucking skull and I would have fed them to him.
No, you wouldn't. No.
Note that the ticker, the goal is $100 and gather to 0.
Was this before Paul was in charge?
This was 11/4 of 24, so November 4th of last year.
Oh, okay.
Nubs, your thoughts?
Intriguing. I had a similar conversation with a police chief just about 5-10 minutes ago. However, the reaction was different because the presentation was different, and we had a great conversation. At the end, he understood where I was standing and where I was not willing to walk to. Full disclosure, full equity. And when it comes down to it, if there is something that ends up happening in the court system, he's going to be writing me a letter backing who he sees me as an individual. For whatever it's worth, it's just good to have a pair of fives in the fucking hand.
There. You want to have something to make fun of? Go.
I'm just going to throw this up out of, I guess, respect for her and no respect for her father, but.
Go ahead.
Good for you.
Hey, chat. Anybody else on panel? Here's a nice picture you guys can go ahead and make fun of. Because that gets you fucking off. Doesn't it? Go ahead. I'm waiting, man. What the fuck's up, chat? Take a good look at the screen, motherfuckers.
That is some beefy tension.
Yeah, I mean, even Paul's not saying anything.
Wow, good lord, good shit.
Hey, OTW, did you go out to that place you were thinking that we were talking about yesterday? That you knew where it was, you knew you needed to go.
Yeah, but I didn't go there. No.
You didn't go there.
Nope.
Might want to do that. Like you 2 hours and 20 minutes, go 2 hours, 30 minutes, go do that.
He totally lost it there, didn't he?
So, like, resolution or?
Yeah, I don't even think that this is the worst day that he had a meltdown. He melted down around this time, and this is what I said. I don't remember who I was talking to, but like he's looking like he's kind of in the same pattern. Maybe not, but let's see. Arctic Timberwolf says, "I don't know what to say about OTW doing that, throwing up the picture of his daughter." I say it's obviously a shitty dad move. It's a shitty grandpa move. You don't plaster your family's face up because you're having an emotional time dealing with the shit that you allowed to fester.
Brian, whoever else, are we going to do the resolution process or what's the deal with that? We're not open for that?
Right now, I'm a little bit not receptive.
I mean, maybe in a way, this is like we can turn the negative into a positive. I mean, If your daughter's good to go and she's got everything she needs and she's doing what she's supposed to do and she's got a family and all that, like what's the lacking? Like what's the fear? How is she, you know what I'm saying?
If I can give my 2 cents on what I've seen, I've noticed that you take responsibility for your mother and father, you take responsibility for your child and their child, and in turn, whoever is with your child. It seems like you take on a lot of responsibility that does not necessarily need to be yours, and you just need to simply
I'm the head of the fucking family, Nubs. That's my fucking responsibility, man. What are you fucking saying?
Holy
What am I
shit.
saying? What I'm saying is let them be them
Crying?
because you're robbing their opportunity to be them.
Fucking need me, motherfucker.
Of course they do. Of course they do, but the capacity in which they need you has changed.
No, it hasn't.
Okay. Then change it.
What? My daughter fucking calls me 7 times a day. It doesn't change, man. It never has.
Time to get a real job.
I do believe that you engaging in conversation just said to me recently that we don't, or we're always moving. Like change is the constant. Like that's what you literally just said in conversation about an hour ago. There's no fluidity in your plan. There's no way for you to grow if you're held to the land. You're bonded, dude. And it's by your own consent.
Nubs is so dumb. We got a super sticker. Hold on. Where to go? Super sticker from Bluegrass. Another $5 from Bluegrass. Bluegrass, you are the shit. Thank you very much, sir. Let's see. I'm going to need to cycle out some of these clips.
You got a big one after this, too.
All right. Let's hit it with a praise God.
Just praise God, man. Fucking praise God. God is so amazing. The sun, the nature, the earth, water, the way words work, the way knowledge works, the way love feels. God. Praise God, man.
And Mike is blowing it the fuck up tonight. Look at that whale go.
Money ain't a motherfucking bribe. It's a sport I invented to win when I watch. You know all the rights and the lights and the locks. Even know all the ice and the Sprite. You just try to get money.
Money of your motherfucking life. 2-ton angel carved out of ice. Alligator sailboat, $sign ice. Fill a warehouse full of Van Goghs twice. Get money.
Money or your motherfucking heart. I could give it to my dog. He makes money when he barks. So put it in my fridge or in one of my parks that I bought so my robots can learn how to law. Get money.
This is going to throw me into a higher tax bracket, I think.
Question.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you think that I gifted everyone?
Hold on.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. There's one super sticker left. Bluegrass. Thank you, sir, for another $5 super sticker.
I'm getting too much money.
Do I think everybody's got one? I think that.
Damn it, man. I'm trying to gift everyone.
Well, if you're looking for the chat to be entirely green, it's not going to happen. Like I said, because not everybody's going to have it turned on. But I'm going to guess that you have got. Hold on, let's take a look at this and see who got those. So if you just got gifted a membership and you're in chat, type a 1.
Yes, gift please.
Because And what I'm asking that is because the fewer ones that we see, then the more likely it is you've hit the entire chat. Because that means it's skipping over the present viewers and it's going out to other people, other places.
Yep.
Come on.
I don't see any ones yet. You
Many ones.
You may have got the whole chat.
Arctic, do you got them turned on? Make sure you got them turned
Christina's
on
not
to
included.
receive.
You're too rowdy. Sorry. You love to fight. Sorry. Whatever. Should you be serious now, sir? What the fuck?
Screw other people, though.
Screw other people. Screw you.
Are they hot? I wish I had more of an understanding of how it chooses who to hit, but
I wish I did as well.
Arctic Timberwolf, if you've got it turned on, you might try unsubscribing and resubscribing and toggle the notification bell as well, off and on.
Yeah, Christina, I don't have anything against you. You're just too rowdy.
All right, so I don't see a single. I see one person saying that they have their stuff turned on and that they should get it. I think you've got the whole chat basically filled up. It's Arctic Timberwolf. It's random, but it has to prioritize something, right? It's not just random across all of YouTube. I think it prioritizes subscribers who are. I think it prioritizes the chat first as well.
I think it's chat first, then subscribers,
and then at large, right?
Yep. Yeah, it'll go to people that maybe have watched once or twice.
Yeah, it'll eventually start throwing them out past to people who have viewed a few times, but not sub. Oh yeah, Mike, Chuck, actually anybody. I'm definitely going to have some additional emoji slots open. If anybody has any custom emoji requests or suggestions, let me know. Okay. Let's get back to this insanity.
Guys, so overall, like, you love the content. You guys are enjoying what Dusty is bringing you to people. Please, like, hello. Some money.
Some frat boy douche with an earring who wants all the time, energy, attention, and resources. He's the hit. He's got an earring, and he's got that frat boy douchey college vibe that you all love so much at the sports bars. And he wears his hat backwards and makes little quips, so he's cool to hang out with.
And don't listen to these fucking that fat Albanian.
Albino.
The fat Albanian.
I don't know why he's not Albanian. I don't have anything against Albanian.
It's got a ring to it, though. I kind of like the fat Albanian. It sounds gangster, doesn't it?
There you go.
All right,
fits for someone from New York.
Let's get back into this.
They own a couple of buildings, by the way. I have a great friend.
Who does?
Yeah. But
all right, let's roll.
All right, let's roll.
I'm not saying you need to change your responsibilities. Change the application in which you use them. They're tools. Just like I came up here the other couple months back, maybe a year back, and I was like, oh yeah, I lost all my fucking tools. And Paul said, shut the fuck up, Nubs. You're the tool. So it doesn't matter what you fucking lose. You lose nothing. You gain everything. You are the fucking tool, dude.
He's insufferably stupid.
He is.
These are hard fucking lessons to learn, and
he talks in circles too.
Yeah, I mean, there also may come a point where there's something to be said for if you're feeling burdened and overwhelmed, getting away from that whole I'm needed versus I need my, space and whatever the case may be.
Yes.
I've seen your daughter. I see the way she, well, I mean, at least what she shows here, she seems rather sort of go with the flow, thick skin. I mean, she may be an overthinker, and maybe a bit needy, you know, mentally or emotionally, but I don't think that that's a detriment. I think that, like Nub said, that's an opportunity for you to introduce her into a different way of communicating with herself and life and you to a different frequency, maybe even, right? And you don't necessarily have to feel guilty about that if it's something that can actually take place organically, right? Because I mean, that's what I kind of got there from you right there, is you feel a bit kind of, you know, burdened, and like there's a lot of, you know, need there. And it's like maybe there's something to be said for talking about that with her and allowing her to, you know, kind of fly a little bit more free, and maybe you to do the same thing.
I can speak from a father's point of view. It's my job and my obligation to raise a child into a man so that he can stand on his own. Not that he doesn't look to me for reference, but that he is teaching me something. You know, where the dependency is not a dependency anymore, because they can stand, literally, they can stand better than you can, dude. That's
we also got to be clear too that I've seen the same process with Jennifer and her daughter, right? And there's no quote unquote special needs there or anything else. It seems to me, I haven't had the experience, but it seems to me that part of being a parent is having these transitional phases.
Yep.
Right, where we have to then like relook at ourselves and how we're interacting and what patterns we've allowed to be set up that we're no longer, if we ever were, getting benefit from, right? Because like through that fear of our children not making it or not being enough, we tether with them. And again, this is what I'm seeing third party, right? So it's like a constant check-in, instead of being like, okay, we know we're good. We've done this a while. Everyone's got what they need. And then some, let's start to expand the comfort zone with less checking in, less tethering, less validation needed, right? Like, guess what? None of us have all the answers here. So your guess is maybe oftentimes just as good as mine. You know, maybe even better because you're not rigid in your program and your system and your setup, right? Which is the benefit of youth. At times it would seem to me. So, you know, yeah, I'm not trying to give advice from a position that I don't occupy, but I have seen a change with Jennifer where she's gotten more freedom. The child's gotten more freedom. I mean, the child's not a child. She's 22 at this point, right? But through practicing this.
26, right? Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
but again, the first instinct was, this is my baby. You don't know what it's like. I'm a parent. It's never going to, I go, I'm not saying to sever your connection with your child. I'm saying reestablish a different set of boundaries and communication and attachment style that allows everyone to be a bit more free and independent and empowered and inspired, right? And also peaceful, because just as much as it is for you, I'm sure it's a bit draining for her with the, you know, hey dad, look at this. What about this? What about this? You know, it's just the pattern we get into, right? As the back and forth. So, yeah, man,
ironically, Paul, ironically, you're very correct in your assessment, at least in my experience with my son, and he's only 15. Now I say only. Nevertheless, if you don't let go, you literally, it's just like OTW is doing with his 5 subscribers. He's limiting his potential, because the potential by giving it away is so much more than.
It's the same root too, right? If we really look at it, it's the fear of not being or having enough.
Yes.
Allows us to then make a choice that further limits the possibilities, with us thinking that there's safety there. And this is a macro theme as well. We're all in this simulation right now, learning and or practicing this same unclutching thematic, right? Because it turns out it doesn't make us safer, more powerful.
Self-limiting, so you go back.
These, whatever else, apps and the others become a revealer indirectly in their retardation rather than a condemnation.
They're
but
needed.
That's why I say that nothing can be off limits. Paulie, Margo started talking shit, right? Because it's their size. I mean, it's
right. So I appreciate that.
And they pull self-value in
as
hurting someone else, right? So like for me how I the whole situation is if I
best video round.
You reverse that, gotta catch them all like Pokemon. This is Pokemon.
What are you all Jamaican?
Perfect timing though, because OTW needs potentially someone to beat and assault and light on fire, and I'd rather it not be me and Nub.
There's the coke left. Take a drink.
Of not doing that, but just
Yeah.
that it's in. You're actually a
But
perfect specimen for this.
Nub say he only had 5 subscribers.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nub says stupid ass shit.
True.
Yeah, great stuff.
Actually think I'd have fun. Actually, Cage would actually be a formidable adversary, and I'd actually think I'd have fun beating his ass.
What does Becky think about the
You're
insults?
delusional and shit. Do you understand what you're dealing with?
Well, Becky,
That's a really good question.
I know what she thinks about the insults. It's kind of like water on a duck's back because she's been through a lot and she's like
used
you
to
said,
it.
She has thick skin. Yeah, she knows what it's all about.
It's just like them calling me fat and retarded. I've heard it so many times that it doesn't quite have the same effect after the 1,000th time.
Well,
But you are fat retarded.
Right, exactly. I've been forced into accepting a rather harsh truth. But yeah, again, man, it's like, you know, like Nubs was saying in the original statement, I very far and few between agree with Nubs, but when he's right, he's right. You know, actually, a lot of the time I do agree with him. I just don't like his tone of voice, and then that influences the rest of the conversation. You got to work on
It's
that.
the presentment.
I don't like the tone of voice, sir. You see how retarded it sounds when someone else says it to you.
Well, just
Right, so
remember,
it's like,
I wasn't
Cage, you gotta
insulting
lay
Paul.
off the NyQuil, man.
No, I wasn't
Yeah, it
insulting
changes
Paul
the
by saying
relationship. It changes the relationship between you and your daughter from like, you know, having to protect her and be over her and shield her to actually having an equalized experience where she's, you know, kind of coming of age into womanhood.
Yeah,
you know, and
it's
you're
funny you say that because it's I don't know why, you know, she lived with me for a long time before she went off, you know, and flew with her own wings. But for a long time, it's like kind of like instinctive, man. It's because of how she came into this world. It's like I naturally adopted that.
right, but you realize that you're indirectly projecting weakness and lack of capability onto her, which is going to be an undoing for her indirectly.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the loop. See,
Yeah,
you got to be aware of the loop that seems to be the right answer, but is actually the quote unquote wrong answer because you say you don't know why. I know why. Because of her birth circumstances, just like mine, right? We're back to oneself. Because I was born 8 weeks premature, was 2 pounds and supposed to die, and my mother had a stroke, my father took on a hell of a lot of guilt. So instead of him being responsible and accountable and instilling me competence and capability, inspiration and empowerment, he projected onto me weakness, incapability,
look
lack,
at the being.
loss.
Look at the being.
Hello,
Look at the
did you
being.
not fucking talk over me, you piece of
Look at the
garbage?
being
And you're
that
so
you are.
sick of you here. You're always trying to fight to be in front and to get the stage, and you never have anything
Did you say something?
No.
of value or virtue to say, oftentimes. What is that exactly? Other than your Luciferian swing. You're going to do it better than God, better than Paulie Boy, better than everyone, but it never happens. So Luciferian Cage with the Masonic rings and the need to be in front with the attention, but when you give him the stage, can't do anything with it. Please know your fucking role in place, or at least have some sense of fucking timing and reading the room. Please. It's like you couldn't be any more of a Luciferian agent of distraction and detraction and disempowerment. I happen to think I was on a pretty good fucking vein of consciousness there that you just shit and pissed all over. And now I'm having a bit of difficulty getting back to it. Right. Incompetence, incapability was projected onto me to the point where I didn't start to bloom. I was Mr. Late Bloomer when it came to finances, women, and everything else, because I was not given a fair shake and a fair shot to be equalized with the rest of the folks projecting on. Of course, it's no.
This is just drivel.
Those who love fact, there's except, but you know, it's like talent model or whatever the fuck else, idol. But you know, It's
they
like
warp the definition of special.
You know what?
Right.
It's you know, and I think it goes but I think it goes even further back because as a child, when I was in grade school, I was made fun of just for having a pair of glasses, right?
Right. They did it to you first.
Right. And then like when it's like because my daughter, I've never really held her back. I've always let her experiment, and if she had to fall flat on her face, I've done it. I've let her. She played basketball in a wheelchair, dude. That was insane. These people would literally, it was a fucking demolition derby. It was the most entertaining basketball game I ever watched in my whole life, man. I had never seen such a like willpower, my friend. That's what you want to see, willpower. Go watch a wheelchair basketball game, man. You will be astonished and amazed how these people get around, man. They
So what's the root of the fear right now? What's the root of the fear, presuming that it is, when it comes to Becky and these people and what they're saying?
I think it's it's the making fun part of it. You know what I'm saying? When I know like the truth, and it kind of like stings, and it gets it right to my heart.
No, dude.
So I'm asking you, is what they're saying true, or are you afraid it's true, and therefore you don't want to look at it, or is the truth different from what they're saying? In which case, what they're saying should have little to no power.
Right. But I think he's right. It does go back to that four-eyes kid.
Honestly, I could say I'm confused. I don't know what side to pick because it's confusing. I don't know.
It's confusing because you've never picked the other side.
There's a part of me that says that you're probably right, but then there's this other side of me that says, but no, wait a minute, man. There's experiences, things that I've been through, things that she's been through when her mother and I separated, and then she remarried, and then she went and she called daddy crying and shit. And it's like, no, I mean, there is a part of me, I think it's instinctive. It comes out like a bear coming out of its fucking I don't know how to explain it, man. It surges.
OTW, I'll give you an analogy. I'll give you an analogy, and let me ask you if this is correct. We as parents tend to allow our children enough room to hang themselves, but no more, because if we see them hanging, we can go get them.
Yes,
but the moment
I've
we
done
let
that
go,
in all of the things that she's wanted
drop
to
the
participate.
fucking rope. Drop.
You got another super chat.
No. Marathon Kev with an unknown emoji because it doesn't carry over. Hold on, I gotta find out what that was. A salute smiley face emoji and a checkered flag. Thank you, Marathon Kev, for the $5. Welcome. The link is pinned. We have no plan. I'm rummaging through old videos and screen recordings and shit, and Mike is trying to make sure that every single person in the chat has a membership. And the rest of the guys are white supremacists.
Not true.
I mean, not completely wrong.
I can believe that.
I was just kidding.
I see that.
Oh, my bad. Let me get back to the pool.
But anyways, I appreciate the help. Again, the link is pinned. I don't know how long we'll be here. Go ahead, guys. Any thoughts on that? That most of that shit was just Paul and drivel. But,
that wasn't dribble. That was like expert fucking brainwashing.
Oh yeah.
Like he pushed that man to the brink and then like brought him back. While bringing him back was putting him even further under his fucking wing.
Correct.
That's disgusting.
Oh yeah, Paul is disgusting. This is a routine pattern. I guess I'm just sort of used to it and desensitized, but yeah, it's a pretty grotesque thing they do to people, and everyone gets it, right? To varying degrees. Wizard seems to have managed to hang around there for a long time without having got it, from what I've seen. It seems like he bounced pretty much when Paul tried to aim at him, but is that, Chuck, does that sound right to you?
Yeah, Wizard got into wanting to talk about what Wizard wants to talk about, and Paul's like, we ain't got time for that shit.
Mhm.
And the battle started. And then he got to the point where Paul told him, I just keep you around because there's nobody else here. And that was the camel that broke the back. But man, yeah, I mean, as hard as they pushed OTW to the break, and then, like you said, came in like, okay, let us pull you out of this hole we put you in. That was amazing.
Mm.
It looked like some communistic traits there. Joshua would know about how that would work.
I might have found it.
Did you? Hope so.
Maybe not.
I didn't think Paul's dad worked for the government. Did he?
Not that I'm aware of. I think that he graduated in a psychiatric degree, or like mental health. I don't know if he's a psychiatrist, but he got a psych degree somewhere, I believe, if I remember correctly. As did Jennifer, by the way, if you recall. Fascinatingly enough. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up what happened to CT. Bluegrass, did he ever actually get to the bottom of it, or is he milking the intrigue?
He got to the bottom of it.
Who was it?
Milk it that
Oh,
much.
we actually was able to guess it on our panel. It was the I don't I it's what I'm gonna say is a name. It may go against TOS, but that doctor.
We'll type it backstage then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know how to handle that because I know the guy got hit with TOS on YouTube for his name, the Asian guy.
Yeah.
It was his crew that they reached out to us.
Really?
Yeah,
That was the Hate Mike crew.
Yeah, well, they reached out to us for the Keepers of the Lore stuff, right? And we went in there, and then EB3 was in there talking. He wanted to bait bro me about the ethics of doxing and how you could get people's information.
He's so fucking annoying.
Well, he's like, well, you can get people's information, mate, because we do business in the UK, and if you do business in the UK, you take my money. Like, then I can get your information. I'm like, okay, I'm an American and I own a gun. I don't care. I'm not afraid. I own several guns. He didn't know what to say to that. And then, like, while we were talking to them, they were a shady crew to get go. Like, they brought us in there to network, and then I was sharing like everybody's stuff in there that I was going on panels with, my own stuff, and like they caught an attitude. I'm like, the whole point for you bring us in here was for us to network. And I'm like, fuck y'all, I left, right? But before I left, I saw them gassing up 111. I didn't think nothing about it because 111 is easy to gas up. And out of nowhere, 111 admitted in chat that it was a chick from that server. And when me and Milk Bumpkin was streaming today, I said, I don't think it's a chick from that server. I think it's that whole fucking server because I think they're a Docs Brigade, and CT's stream pretty much proved that. And they outed that guy I posted in the back chat as being part of that. Dude named Shrimpy. A bunch of other stuff. Like they even tried. Like they've been going after anybody who talks about it because they try to get in our Discord and everything. Because and I had to boot them because like EB3 started streaming, and I'm like, "Are you guys from this Discord?" And they're like, "No, we're not from that Discord." I looked into it, literally on EB3 streaming from the Aliens Anonymous Discord. it's those dudes in there, and I'm like, really? Bye bye. So it's just a whole thing that EB3's involved. That one dude.
EB3's involved, really. That's a
Mhm.
what a little snake ass bitch. Good thing I blocked him.
Oh, mate, don't you know? You just want to debate. Just want to debate at you know. Fucking.
Yeah, no, and 111 swung by here one time. Of course, I was talking to him the night day before on CTs, and I invited him over. He didn't stay long though. He kind of swooped in and swooped out.
Well, he's their fat little retard who really don't know any better.
Right.
So, like, he was just a catalyst for it, and it wasn't just the mic stuff. It was, I forget what all they said it was. I forget what it all said it was, but it was mostly about the mic stuff.
So why are these people so why do they have so much contempt for Mike that they're going to try to take down panels that let him on?
I don't know, but Dr. Chink. Oh, my bad. Fuck. You gotta boot me down. I get it. I've said his name everywhere else.
Go ahead.
That's the name he goes by.
That doctor dude sent me a YouTube channel, and I posted it in the back chat. He sent me a YouTube channel that is specifically categorizing this, and even Not Laws, if you're familiar with him,
Yeah.
even Not Lost knows about all this stuff. I don't think Not Lost has anything to do with it because I didn't see him in that Discord, but he even knows about the Mike guy in this channel as well.
Well, he knows Mike from Gen X Jeff's channel is where he knows Mike from.
Oh, okay. Well, there's so. This is why we're doing the lore channel. There's so much lore. But no, he sent that doctor guy sent me that page right there, that YouTube channel right there that categorizes every one of Mike's f ups. Like not categorizes.
Oh yeah,
every one of Mike's f ups.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, it's it's wild. Like Mike even called me a PDF file on CT stream. So like
oh,
Mike
he called me that too. Yeah,
Mike definitely deserves the hate, but the fact that they're trying to take CT's channel down for letting him on, and like I had to be completely honest on Stormcrow's channel today. I shared the DMs with Dr. What's his face, you know the name, and he tried to because he tried to get me. He tried to tell me I'm in the Discord. I'm a moderator in the channel now because like we asked him like if he was a member of CT's channel, and he said yes. You know, CT throws everything that's anything worth archiving behind the highest tier membership. We were trying to get clips and we were trying to get stuff to start the channel, and I guess he took that as we were trying to get him to do some nefarious shit. And I even had to tell him like, look, dude. That's not we're not trying to start no bullshit. We just literally want clips from the live streams for the lore. And
well, they were soliciting, trying to get people to give up names from the Discord today.
Oh, they should have asked me. I had a couple people inside.
Oh my god! You
like,
guys got to see this shit. This shit's fucking wild. Watch Mike.
Daniel Price that used to hang out here, and then he didn't show up for a while, and then he came back. The Daniel Price that came back was a completely different person. Like he was this deranged, rabid, angry. What you see?
Did you see that? He just puked on himself.
Oh yeah, I've seen it before.
He just hold on. I'll play it again. Let me go back.
Oh yeah, he's a nut. He's a nut. Long cow number one.
That's wild. That's fucking hilarious. Hold on a second. All right, now watch top right corner.
That used to hang out here, and then he didn't show up for a while, and then he came back.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh wow.
He's full He's pulled his junk out before on camera.
I know, yes.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah,
That was crazy.
because the guys that were on panel asked him to, so he pulled it out.
That is wild.
That is the funniest part. Oh, that was what I needed tonight. That's wild.
I was playing a new one this morning that got of him last night, screaming at his mom.
But so I mean, me and Bumpkin pretty much called it out today, and I'm not sure if the doctor guy is too fully into it, or if it's the whole Discord, or if it's just a few bad apples in the Discord.
Well, I know 111 was on there today, pointing fingers at the doctor guy again.
Well, I know that he tried to throw Imperius under the bus for it. So
Well, see, I heard Mike say the same thing, though. Recently, CT had banned Mike, and Mike was blowing off steam, talking about if he didn't let him back on, he was going to take him down.
I'm gonna be real. It could have been everybody involved, because like it could have been everybody in that. Like I don't know if Imps had anything to do with it, but by the way, I asked him on Truism show about that show, about that stuff with Lindsay. Like, why would he even do that? He just blew that off. Like it didn't happen, and like he got ragged for it because that was fucking wild. But I think Mike and the doctor guy and his trolls may have a little bit to do with it.
I think so. You all right, Flo?
Hold on, I got you.
You're watching that video, ain't you?
It's a different one.
I've seen so many of them.
It's called when Mike's Cerrone shirt gets stuck on his titties.
That's why they call him a moo cow.
Oh my god, that's great.
Do you see the one where he does the scratch and sniff?
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
That one's hilarious. He does it not once but twice. And I mean, you got this group that's vowing determined to see that come to an end.
Well, you mentioned the devils and they pop up. Because I'm typing some names that I know that's in your chat that's also in that Aliens Anonymous server. And they're in here.
Shout out to them. I ain't involved in whatever y'all's involved in.
Nah, that's the thing about the type of trolls though. They just like to troll the shit out of people for fun. And I mean, I don't care. I'm down for it. It's fucking hilarious. I just don't like when people take down channels because that's.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, that's the same group that another person we know used to belong to. That's crazy shit.
Oh my god. This channel. What is with this guy?
I don't know. The Mike guy has lost his freaking mind a long time ago, I guess.
That's Lindsay's boyfriend, Mike Cerrone.
Yep.
They
Mike
got
Cerrone.
mixed up. Yep, they got mixed up with our Mike 23.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
no, different mic, completely different
talking
mic.
about
This
me.
mic on the panel is cool. The other mic, is, well, you know.
He made one appearance on Flo's show, and he tried to come in as a therapist
God,
after
Flo,
after the Lindsay M fight.
you are just a gold mine that keeps on giving for fucking content, man. I just don't get it. I don't know how long you've been doing this for.
Man, actively for so this became my main source of YouTubing became my main source of income like January of 24. So that's how long I've been doing it full time for, a little over a
Oh
year.
my god, over a year, and you've already like there is so much lore just around you.
Oh my god, I know.
Like
that
we
is true. That
legitimately
statement is very true.
we legitimately had to just backlog literally all of previous lore because you yourself create on a daily basis so much.
Yeah, that is a fact. We had so many ideas, and they were like, Jesus Christ.
Justin,
Yeah.
you've been doing this for 1 year, and then yet you have these motherfuckers that are going against you.
Well, I mean, I've been doing it for longer than a year, but when I first started doing YouTube stuff, I didn't. It wasn't live. Like I just had a channel where I'd upload a video like every third month or something on whatever I was thinking about. It was really a nothing thing, and then I started streaming, and so it became a little bit more regular. And then in January of like I said, January of last year, I decided to have a go at it properly, and I've been here ever since. So
Play that Nubs clip where he says, "Flo, we're your panel guest or whatever it is." He says,
Yay. Hold on.
I gotta ask, Flow State, are you like, do you have a magnet for like lunatics?
"There's where all the lore comes from."
I remember like last year, or maybe it was the year before last, running into the panelverse on politics. That was wild times. That was wild times.
Those retard sovereigns sit shit bags who think states don't make laws. The left has the zombies, and we're stuck with these retards.
Oh my god, yes.
No, Mike's Round didn't date Lindsay. You know what? Let me give me a second. I'll pull it up because that's it's one of the better
That's negative.
better old school episodes. Jealous cunt.
Someone said I tried to date it. Lindsay? What?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
They asked oh different Mike. They were actually talking about Mike Cerrone in that question, not Mike 23. There's 5 useless motherfuckers up here. I'm trying to look for a video.
Oh shit, my bad.
Let me rephrase that. Mike, you're exempt from being useless tonight.
Or useless. I'm sorry. I was doing.
Yeah, we're all doing things just like no worries. I'm just kind of giving you guys shit. Like you don't
We
owe me
can talk-
anything.
Sorry,
we can talk about the glory of the old country.
Look, I'm just really slacking on my duties, and then I'm blaming you for it. So I'm just scapegoating, to be honest.
Oh my god, you're already a good cult leader. Oh my god.
Why?
Yeah,
So
naturally a
good
good
at
cult leader.
Oh well, I guess it's just natural.
Yeah. That's what high verbal IQ does for you. Sorry,
You're right, aren't you?
I'm just slaving away. I'm just slaving away trying
Back
to
to work, boy.
Yeah, I'm just
You know
slaving
that
away trying to clips.
I got a on the ACT. I got a perfect score on the English section. So,
ooh,
there's that
nice.
high verbal intelligence.
Yeah, high verbal intelligence will get you really, really far.
What'd you do with it though?
I would argue
Sold drugs and then got arrested.
listen. It doesn't matter, right? Listen, people can be absolutely idiotic with what they actually do, what they decide to do. But what matters is he was probably able to do what he did, be it stupid, because of his high verbal IQ. I would argue that high verbal IQ might be even better than normal IQ. I'm not even going to lie. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm biased because I'm also
You're a good person.
My high.
You're not in a mental facility by chance, are you?
I am a mental facility.
No, because of my high verbal IQ.
Yeah.
I'm so.
Yeah.
Being able to talk your way out of situations.
Or talk your way into situations too. It also helps in that situation as well.
I really hope you never amass power, Bumpkin. I like you a lot, but I really hope that you don't ever get power.
Why you say that?
I just don't know that I trust you with it.
Would you prefer I get power? Me or Bumpkin? Who gets the power?
You, because you're closer to libertarian than Bumpkin is.
Haha, I lied. I'm super fascist. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean
Like-
genuinely, I do have libertarian leanings, right? Obviously, I'd be super Second
You're a
Amendment.
socialist. That's like the opposite of libertarian.
Well, no,
I thought he was communist.
Hold on. But the idea that I would just strip freedoms away. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. I still want to keep the Republic of America. I mean, to be realistic, that's what I stand for because that's our tradition. I would still want to keep the Constitution. That's our tradition. But now would I be more strongly opposed and cracking down a lot more on certain behaviors? Absolutely. But it would just be a much more nationalistic America, to be honest with you, or United
What
States.
behaviors?
Dual citizenship. I don't like the idea of interest. I think there should be an interest cap.
There is interest caps.
Yeah, but then we should lower those caps, bro. You should not be able to charge 29.999% interest.
Why not? Somebody wants to borrow it, right? All you're going to do is remove the lower quality borrowers from having any options in the market. You don't get it so that they get better loans. You make it so that they don't get loans.
Exactly.
If you have trouble paying it back, I would think that it's arguably best if you're not allowed to take a loan to begin with.
You know,
why is that anybody's decision except for the adult whose life it is?
Because people are stupid and make bad decisions, and when they back themselves into a corner, they typically come out fighting, and it leads to very horrible outcomes.
So you want to back them into a corner sooner?
Doesn't back them in a corner. If you take
if you're borrowing at a high interest rate, you're probably already in the corner.
Right.
That's the thing. Most people that I know as living in that economic class that would do that, like take those loans, most of the people I know only take loans because it's an option. They don't take them because they need them. They take them because they think it's free money and that they just don't have to pay it back, and there's no outcome because they're either stupid or they're financially illiterate.
So
you're not gonna legislate your way to having smart, responsible people.
Oh no, I want to. I can't tell you how I want to do that. Never mind.
They need Talcott with the re-education camps.
All right, so unorthodox. So I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Those people that don't take loans because they don't need them and they feel that they could get away from them and not repaying them. Where do you see them now?
Not paying their loans.
All right. So I'm
not being a smartass. Like I literally see them not paying their loans.
All right. Okay. So where do you see them currently?
So I'd say about 10 to 15% own their own home. The vast majority are stuck renting or living with family.
Okay. Do you see them moving forward in life, or do you see them stuck?
I don't think this is going to be the gotcha you think it is.
No, I'm not trying to fucking
There's-
gotcha.
There's no gotcha at the end of this rainbow. All it is uh, Orthodox guy thinks that you can prevent problems by not allowing the bad options. That doesn't make people's lives any easier. It doesn't mean that they're not going to get back in the corner. It just it's an accelerationist perspective.
Allowing them to take these loans also doesn't make their life any better in the long term. In fact, it makes it substantially
yeah,
worse.
if your life falls apart in the short term, your life is fucked in the long term as well. If somebody needs money now and you can't get it through a conventional lender, what do you think they turn next?
Well, that's just always going to be an issue. They're going to turn to crime.
Steal it.
So you want a bigger segment of the high interest loans going to the black market?
I feel like look, man, I'm gonna be real. Corruption and crime are based, and when we had organized crime, we ran better as a country. I'm not trolling. I've held this belief for a very long time.
Well, if you think about it in the long run, it's ends to the means.
No.
I'll actually argue this for you as well. You can create entire systems to combat that as well, therefore also extending the state and therefore also increasing employment as well.
Alright.
It's actually a win-win rooting out a lot of these
Okay.
black market operations.
Okay. So I have a question.
That might be why Flo doesn't want me to gain any power. I need to stop talking.
This is exactly why I actually like Orthodox guy's solution way better. I'd rather have the mob running it than a bigger government.
Yeah, no. Here's
There
the
was
thing.
a time
right?
that mob was running it.
In
I
most
agree with you
traditional
guys.
societies, the mob is seen as either a neutral thing or a necessary evil. And no matter how authoritarian the society itself is, you're gonna have this organized crime element, and it helps things run so much smoother. Because corruption is a facet of society. If you look at the
Correct.
destruction of the mob and organized crime, you see our criminal element has gotten more volatile and more retarded as time has gone by.
Yeah, but and this is a result of Bumpkin's system of problem solution, right? Well, we just make more government to solve the problem, and we got more jobs and we got more enforcement. And
It's because I'm the OG fascist. I shake.
yeah,
hands
no,
with
I
with
see. This is
everybody.
why well, I don't get a vote under fascism probably, but I hope with Bumpkin or with fucking Orthodox guy. That's
Well,
more
are you a fighting age male capable of carrying a rifle?
I am legally still part of the militia in my state, but I'm not allowed to own a rifle.
Then you get a vote. Every fighting age male that is capable of carrying a rifle who either has served or owned property would be allowed to vote in my utopia. Women who produce 2 or more children would be allowed to vote unless they are socially economically retarded.
So, like, when we're talking about the union, especially
No
the
unions.
USA.
No unions.
No, wait.
Ah.
1 second.
Man,
Union-
Pumpkin, God damn it, I keep switching you up. Orthodox guy, you are selling me more and more on this idea.
Fuck it,
No,
I'll just shut up then.
the unions are overall bad. In the short term, yeah, they're good, but we could just make it where workers can like picket.
The union was
on their
controlled
own-
by the
their own
mafia.
No, but the whole
mafia was the one that
my
controlled them.
God, bruh. The whole point is class collaborationism. I'm not.
I'm not a communist.
The whole.
But all you get with unions,
Don't you fucking do that to me, Orthodox. Don't you fucking do that to me. Class collaborationism is not communism. Class warfare is communism. You know that, and I know that. Don't you fucking do that to me.
unions are just another layer of bureaucracy.
Exactly, and
But
that's
it was
a
controlled by the
problem.
mafia.
The bureaucracy.
They
is the
functionally they have been here, but I mean, ultimately, if you look at the model of it, right, in its cleanest form, all you really get is like a layer of bureaucracy.
It is better for the individual to do their own collective bargaining, or the people themselves without a union, like the workers at that specific location. Is what I'm getting at, because most unions don't even understand the regional problems for their various memberships and branches.
Bumpkins clammed up. I agree with Orthodox guy's version of fascism. More, I mean, respectively, relatively. This is the one time Mike Strone came on my panel.
That was to Mike. Mike, you said sorry, and welcome everybody else. Mike, what do you have any thoughts before I started again?
Yeah, it's definitely it's a male. That's definitely a male.
That's what
yeah.
See,
By
I
the
thought I was seeing tits, so
mannerism, and remember, like excuse me, it's definitely a male, and if you want to live your life a certain way, that's your right to live your life a certain way. But I don't think it's a female. I think I think that is a male. That's what I believe to be a male, trying to be emasculated, trying to be more feminine. And you can tell it's a smaller male. It's not a guy like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". It's more of a smaller male. So it's easy. It's usually easier for them to assimilate into a different lifestyle.
He's definitely got a more prominent brow.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's hard for It's hard for a 6'3" Italian guy, to be a female. It's almost impossible. Female. I'm sorry, a male that's trying to be a female. I don't think he was born female.
Ultimately, in that essay, I
Agree.
consider family abolitionism not as an equal practices, but actually the bundle of all the different sorts of personal, and elderly, many or some other institutions, but those are ultimately much smaller than parents, often children, is an obstacle to human freedom, in part because it inherits propensity or laboring a personal or generational
I
together
see
as
a
a
lot
mediation
of
for the wage.
your framework
So this formulation
in the background. I see Jesus. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to,
Jesus?
interrupt. You see in your background, like in the video, not like there's Jesus and there's like you wearing
I'm wearing the Pope hat.
Yeah, you're wearing the Pope hat.
Educated. I mean,
and then like you see Jesus, and then like something else on the other frame.
Oh, that's not Jesus. That's the Big Lebowski.
Oh, okay. All right. Continue.
Speak of the devil. The people from the AA server just sent me a message request on Discord. Like a minute, like literally a minute ago.
So what's up? All right, so this is where it kicks off.
Comments, concerns.
Well, he's very educated. I mean, he actually is speaking a lot of education. Like you could tell he's educated. You could tell he's educated. But what he's saying it contradicts itself.
Jealous cunt. Jealous cunt.
Jealous
cunt. That's all I had to say.
Who are you talking to?
Barbie. She's never nice to me.
Why?
She's jealous.
What the fuck?
Beats me.
I'm arguing.
Fuck you.
Hold on.
Fuck you.
Oh, bitches.
Like a meth addict. Fuck you.
Oh no, that's him.
I'm not being nice anymore. You're a cunt.
You're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're just a jealous ass bitch.
We're having really good.
I don't know what else.
You're old bitch.
You are so fucking jealous ever since I got on here.
What am I jealous of? What am I jealous of?
Because I'm cute. You are too.
You're not cute.
Get over it.
You're fucking bitch.
Yes, I am.
What the hell happened?
You are my family.
I'm cute.
You're
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to put the bullshit
You
now.
were
So you got
already
fuck
against
yourself.
me.
I didn't say a fucking thing to you.
You wouldn't come in here when I was here.
Princess.
When? What are you talking about?
But they'd kiss if they were near each other.
Everywhere you go, there's a beautiful woman. You
Princess,
can't
hold on.
ignore
Princess,
that.
hold on.
There's no
Lindsay,
reason to be a bitch.
no.
No
Lindsay,
reason.
what
I have always been nice.
I'm asking you.
I don't know you.
No, Lindsay, I'm asking you. What is your exact problem with her? What is your problem with her?
She was a bitch to me from the beginning.
Okay.
And I have no idea why. And then I figured it out. Maybe because she's jealous.
So can
I
you
couldn't come up with any other reason.
No, it's
I don't
okay.
even think I'm
So
cute.
can you be the no? Can you be the better person and squash it and just move on from it? Can you do that?
Okay, let's be real. Lindsay just came up in here and started that. So, yes.
Yeah.
I continued it.
That came out of nowhere.
She started it.
So
She
Lindsay,
started
no.
And I'm coming out here.
I got this.
Fuck you. You shouldn't be mean to other
got
girls
this.
because you're
I
jealous of
wasn't
them.
being mean to you, bitch. I am now.
Yes, you were. You were. You
Lindsay,
were.
where are you from? Lindsay, where did you grow up? I'm asking you just.
I don't want
between
to. I
me and
don't know you. You seem really cool, but I don't want to talk to you. I just want to.
No, I'm saying, where did you grow up?
Bitch
Oh my god. Okay.
who has very superficial reasons for not
Where'd
liking
you grow up? Where'd you grow up? Where'd you grow up?
Dude, I don't know you. You seem really cool, but I just had to come in here and say something to her because I don't
know,
like it.
but like you come in hot. All I'm trying to say is, where did you grow up?
We had long-standing beef, and she was talking to other people
That's
about me.
cool. That's
I
cool.
had
But
always no, it's not
I
cool. I
know.
don't do that.
The cool thing about beef is you could squash it. You can squash it. You can be the better person and just, you know what?
Chuck, do you think that
I feel like
there was any truth at all to Lindsay's allegations here?
You mean against Barbie?
Yeah.
No, I did not even see the remote. There was nothing going on.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Let's see where to go.
How long is
Greg,
this video, by the way, if I could ask?
how old is it? It's
11
months. 11 months.
Almost a year.
Let's see. Greg with $20 Canadian says, does this thing even take Canadian quarters? It does, sir. Thank you very much for the Canadian quarters. We love those Canadian quarters down here in the US as well. Let's see. We got any requests?
Drive fancy cars, everybody know you. It's like you a trap star. You breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. Breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. You got big money. You drive fancy cars, everybody know you. It's like you a trap star. You breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. Breaking down bricks, chopping up O's.
Who was it that was it one of you guys that knows who this that rapper is?
Someone named them, or
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but I was talking to somebody who knew who it was, and I can't remember who. But
okay.
Yeah, no, I'm growing over time. It's weird. I'm growing more obsessed with that clip. It is so it's perfect, and it's hacky. It's hokiness.
Last 20 you got from Canada, he said that was left over from trying to extend the show last night. He just figured it out. I guess.
Well, thank you. You recognize that hubcap? You think they got it from your neighborhood? His name is Earl.
Earl. All right.
I don't
know
who that is.
So this is where Mike goes into his little therapist gimmick.
So if I said, I'm so sorry I called you all those names because you were rude to me. And
I don't
you,
see her
judged
lazy
me for
eye.
whatever reason and said I was a bitch and weren't coming in here. We're talking behind my back when I didn't do that about you. I could say, let's just squash this beef and move on.
And aren't you the better person? If you do that, aren't you the better person?
She won't. She's not going to go for it.
Bullshit. But if you,
Sure, I
if
will
you
do, watch. I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. I'm sorry for coming in here angry. Now, forgive me, and I can forgive you for being rude to me.
That's it.
And we could just squash it all together.
Let's get rid of the beef. You're putting the olive branch out. The other
We can
person
tolerate each other without having to like each other.
That's it. That's it.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Life
You don't
is
have
so
to come in here only when I'm gone, and I don't have to come in here only when you're gone. You can do what you want, and I can tolerate you, and I can do what I want, and you can tolerate. We can tolerate each other, but quit the back talk, the bullshit, the meanness, the mean girl thing. We're not junior high. I'm an old lady. Look at me. Stop it. I'm out of junior high.
Well, you're both,
Lindsay, I didn't see
you're
him
both.
do
I'm not talking to
anything.
you.
Wrongful Rage, welcome to the stage. Long time no see. How you been?
Oh shit! I didn't even know you pulled me up. Hi.
Oh yeah, I guess you're behind the comment.
You know, I for a minute, Flo, I confused the Bob Lebowski.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so you know, I thought it was just like Jesus Christ, and you don't believe in Jesus Christ.
No, that's Jack Calcott up there on that wall.
Look at the other side of my head. There's John Goodman. and
Yeah, John Goodman. Yeah.
and that's that's
Who's
Tara
bad in the
Reid in the
middle?
middle. Tara Reid.
Oh, Tara Reid. Yeah. So, yeah, like, I'm not telling you that I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, like, okay.
Yeah, no, but it's not Jesus at all. Anyways,
Flo just plays one on YouTube.
I mean, I talk to him sometimes, I guess, with the hat and stuff. But
So what happened with Lindsay?
in this video or recently?
In this video.
Recently, I guess. I have no
Okay,
idea.
so what happened recently is, let's see. She, okay, so about has it been a month yet? A few weeks ago, she was in chat, and so was Mike up here, Mike 23. Mike's a generous donor, and she was in the chat telling him to stop donating. So I bounced her out of the chat, and I sent her a message. I said, "Stay in your own lane, and quit trying to interfere with my job." And she responded poorly to that, and things just sort of slid from there. So earlier this, and I kicked her out of the channel. I put her on. Have you seen the inmate roster? Do you know what that is?
Don't know
So
at all.
I've got a list over on the post tab of the channel, and there's a list of people that are on. It's the inmate roster, and these are people who are blocked, and they've got a bond amount though, so they can be unblocked for a certain dollar amount. I threw Lindsay over there at a high rate. She ended up getting up to like $405 because people can pay to increase or decrease somebody's bond. And then a few days ago, she went up on someone else's channel who's mad at me, and took the opportunity to just throw a bunch of slander and accusations, and I'm a victim, and da da da. It's
So
just
no
it's just
accountability kind of thing. I got it.
right. So anyways, it's a loop. I don't know if you were around or were aware of the first time we had a falling out. I don't know, 9
No,
months ago.
I had no idea. The last time I was here was probably 3 months ago when I
Okay.
boomered and got on here and then just left.
Well, you yeah. No, I see you swing by every now and then. I don't know how much you're lurking in the bushes or not, but she's how would you describe? I don't know how to describe it. She's got a thing for me. Somebody else described that.
Mike,
huh?
Mike described it well today on OTW.
How do you say that?
That it was pretty obvious to him that she's I don't want to say lusting after you is how he put it.
That sounds right. Anyways, she's been tossed out of the community now. She no longer has a bond amount. She's just got life in prison.
Flo,
But
she's been talking to you
I
for
know that
over a
feeling.
year, right?
yeah, mostly.
Yeah, so I can see that.
And kind of clashing with other girls who, like, I don't know, acting that sort of way.
All right.
And then Based Oracle threw her under the bus. What was that? 3 months ago?
I think that was a display for me in the first place. I mean, I do. Maybe I'm just ignorant.
I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah. I think that Tarek was an attempt to play in my face. I think Base was an attempt to play in my face. I think the fact that it doesn't matter.
What was
Tarek
the other
or
girl
Terry?
that showed you her feet and then like
Snow?
Snow? So is this Snow also moving?
Snow's good people. Snow's good.
Okay.
Right, Flo?
Yeah. Lindsay's. I mean, I won't say Lindsay's the only crazy one, but Lindsay's the only crazy one that's like at me.
Huh. Oh.
Well, that's what started the
Sorry, you
fight
guys had a falling out.
between. Oh yeah.
If you ever meet any obsessed woman, Like Mike 23 is over there. You
And,
don't. I'm sorry.
even Lindsay is subtle. All these women are subtle. They're not really
whatever.
coming after Flo.
You want Snow says 100% that was a display for you. That wasn't the first one. Was Tarek the first one?
Tarek was nothing to be jealous of. I mean,
Yeah. I know, but she kind of Snow. Who else was there? Because I mean, that might just be to simp him around.
Well, I think I was around the last time Imperious, and then I was like, nah, I'm good.
Oh yeah, Imperious and Lindsay are the two people who moved off of the inmate roster and into life in prison.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Imperious usually moves into life in prison wherever he goes.
well, Imperious got life everywhere, I think.
Well, I don't know. Is he still going on grids?
Nope. I think the only place he's still welcome is OTWs, and and he was left in back a lot of that time as well. But mutual enemies. That's where
I don't
everybody.
even know who OTW is.
Yeah,
okay.
but Imperious is the life of the party. I know he said a bunch of dumb shit, but he is at least sounding alive.
Like Flo Stay said, if it fucking benefits me, I'll fucking stab you in the back.
That's
Oh, the
OTW.
Okay.
Yep. Imperious is not the life of the party. Imperious is an attention vacuum. Imperious is like Mel if Mel were a trad con.
Yeah, I even missed Mel
Not
getting
a
kicked off
track.
Raging Tomato. I had to rewatch that.
And like on this panel, the motherfucking let's see, who's the fucking people that suck all? I would say Orthodox guy is a fucking vacuum that sucks all the energy out of the room.
Really?
Such a talker.
Orthodox guy, you gonna let him have that one? All right.
Rebuttal.
I'm sorry, what did he say?
He took a swipe at Orthodox guy, and Orthodox guy's like, "That hurts so good. Can I have another?"
Oh, what was the swipe? What was the swipe?
Oh, now Orthodox husband's going to speak up. Okay.
Chuck.
I am back. What's up?
Oh, someone took a swipe at you. I don't know.
Oh, they did? What'd I miss?
They are in.
Of Imperious stealing my powder? I have not seen it. Let me take a look at it.
Well, it is something that sells well to lawyers.
Imperious isn't a lawyer.
No. Not by any stretch.
He's got some legal knowledge, but he's also a whole ass liar about everything.
He's one of them 400-pound Cheeto eaters.
Damn.
You could hear him. I don't know if you saw that part when he was over there talking to Lindsay, trying to get her to press charges on me for something that didn't happen, which is, I believe, a crime in and of itself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's sitting at some point. He's sitting there talking. You know what? Maybe I'll just pull it up. But yeah, you can hear him eating while he's talking, like just right in the middle of it.
Bringing a whole new meaning to big hungry.
He was having a hot dog, you saying?
I don't know what it was he was eating. It was not crunchy, but you could tell that his mouth would kind of fill up every now and then. Like his tongue had less room to move around.
I blame Orthodox guy.
Why do you blame Orthodox guy, Nightish?
I also blame Orthodox guy. Actually, I blame Bumpkin because Orthodox guy is a more reasonable fascist.
But Bumpkin sounds so sleepy all the time. Let's at least.
No, I'm not sleepy, bro. I'm just overworked, underpaid. You know.
I can't help but note the irony of Nightish calling anyone sleepy.
The motherfucker Bumpkin be more sleepier than me.
Sleepier?
Yes.
More sleepier.
At least sounding like it. I try to have a whole conversation when he's like, I don't know, Nightish.
I remember an episode where you slept for like half
what
of
the
it. and then
fuck
woke
is
up.
happening right now?
Just some music.
Hey, I showed up. That's what matters,
That
right?
show the other day was like, I'm like, wake up, Bumpkin.
Orthodox guy ruins life. That's harsh.
Yes.
How's he do all that?
I come.
I mean, pause.
Play the clip. Play the
Rude
clip.
said he's going by the Powdered Emperor.
Pause.
Nah, ruin her life. I don't pull
No,
out. No,
I didn't
pull-ups.
get anything like that. Rude, send it again. I don't have it. If you send it to me privately, if you put it in the server, then I don't know.
Says he's on an atheist panel, calls himself Powdered Emperor.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. The fact that Orthodox draws dicks on the side of Bumpkin's face while he sleep, because y'all white boys is crazy.
To be fair,
Holy
that is
shit!
something
Orthodox guy just did the cuck laugh. That's bad news.
Oh no.
For his wife.
The cuck laugh.
You don't know about the cuck laugh?
Is it where you
That
fake
was
laugh?
pure joy. That was not a fake laugh. That was pure joy because that is something I would totally fucking do to Bumpkin.
Can you believe
I'd do
it?
that to anybody.
I can't believe this dude's got his membership levels so high. That's wild. He has a $250 tier.
Who's that? OTW?
Yes.
Holy shit!
You gotta share with the class.
Hold on, I'm. What do you get for this?
Based
Loyalty
Oracle
badges, emojis.
Based Oracle had a $500 tier.
Yeah, but I think that was kind of a troll because that's the highest you can set the tiers at. You can't set them higher.
I'm betting nobody was in it. Anyway, sorry.
I don't think so. No, that's wild.
Didn't he like stop streaming?
OTW? No, I mean he kind of went in and out.
Based Oracle. Sorry.
Yeah, he stopped.
Oh yeah.
He found the boyfriend, left the internet, I think.
What in the world is this? All right, I'm gonna share screen. What the fuck?
we don't say anything yet.
I know you don't. Hold on.
We're going to talk to Powder Emperor.
I believe
Hey
we've
there,
talked to Powder
you-
Emperor before.
I have a feeling we have.
I think I
This
have.
is,
Good evening.
Promise and Forest. How are you doing?
Good evening. Doing pretty well. If I remember correctly, Powder Emperor either is Imperious or has the same argument style as Imperious.
Well,
trying
I'm
to
on my
remember.
cocaine binge right now, so I'm Powder Emperor.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So, like, are we gonna have any kind of close to a serious discussion, or are we just gonna?
Well, we can't.
move on?
Let's just not no ad hominems, and we can no subliminal passive. Let's just have a good discussion. How about that?
You first.
What's your what's your what's your
So
reason for calling?
my assertion, I think I put in the call in was I don't having faith in atheism is illogical and it doesn't reflect the scientific method.
Cool. I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
have faith
yeah.
in atheism, so that's
I don't either. That's
fine,
not a thing
and
that
I
exists.
don't really care about the scientific method. That has nothing to do with why I'm an atheist. I'm an atheist because I don't think that it is logical to be a theist. So can you tell me why it's logical to be a theist? Why should I be a theist?
Yes, an essential part of the scientific method is appeal to the best explanatory hypothesis.
Yeah, I don't care
That
about any of that.
sounds
I just want to
familiar.
know. I just want to
Well,
know
no,
why
that-
you think I should believe in a God. Like, explain it to me like
Because
I'm
it's-
5. I was homeschooled using a Christian curriculum, so just tell me.
Mudcrab, is there anything noteworthy in here besides the fact that he's it's him? I feel like I'm gonna get detracted into like a theological argument because
Not
he's
really.
wrong.
Not really. I've watched some of these before. I don't know who I dislike more, the atheists or Imperious.
Oh, Imperious for sure.
Oh
Can I
no,
get that link?
these atheists are really shitty.
So I'm generally not like people who are highly visible about their affiliation to atheism. I tend to not like them either. I get along with Christians way better, even though I've got more beliefs in common with the atheists, I'd say. But
I
I don't know.
Their assumption is you just want to be left alone and not beholden to someone else's morality.
Yeah, but I actually don't think that you can be beholden to someone else's morality. Like,
I mean, you can, but that's TOS
Well,
violations. We can't talk about
so
that.
I think that, I think that, like, well, morally or whatever, everyone has to make their own moral decisions, and so you don't get whatever. You can't outsource your moral agency, is what I'm saying.
Well, that's why it says each man finds their own salvation. Because it's completely up to you to what you do, but we don't have to talk theology. We do that too much already.
You enjoy the way they treat him at the end? The dude fucks with him and mocks him.
I mean,
I might watch that when we might watch that when I've got a little bit more like brain energy.
you got to understand, it's only funny because it's mocking Imperius. Like the jokes that the atheist dude are kind of lame if it wasn't for
And
happening to Imperius.
I think it's cute that Imperius took my name like a wannabe wife or something.
Oof.
Oh, you were talking about cis Imperius. I thought you were saying trans Imperius and trying to summon me.
Oh shit! It's fucking.
Oh no, Mel's
Melanie.
here saying something controversial. Everybody freak out and give Mel all the attention. Hi, Mel.
Yeah. Wait, it's
buddy.
controversial
You want
that I'm
some
trans
attention?
Imperius? I thought like.
Oh,
I
are
didn't-
you
I
trans
just-
Imperius?
Well,
I
when
thought you
people
were just
say that-
Imperius.
You got to change your name. Although your avatar looks about right, I guess.
Oh, that'd be Limp Imperius.
Trans Imperius.
Sorry.
People just say I debate like him.
What's
so
the opposite of a mangina?
Vajan.
A sheep penis?
A vajan. A mussy.
Gross.
Bro, I hate the fact. I hate how that sounded. I hated every bit of that.
That was
No,
rough.
just
I'm
say
just saying. I'm just
OTW.
saying. The next time you say anything remotely like that, you're gonna put me in a self-defense situation, Mel.
That's a good one. You're gonna put me in a self-defense situation.
Mike, have you met Mel before?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I met Mel before.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Interacted with Mel.
I know you got away with the women. That's why I was asking.
You remember the subconscious mind, Mel?
Interesting question to lead off with.
Yeah, no, I actually have no memory of a subconscious mind whatsoever.
Is that because it's
Mel,
subconscious?
Mel made a statement about the subconscious mind. He basically
You have no memory of the subconscious mind, so you don't actually remember breathing.
I don't remember the specific discussion we had now. I had
And
lots of
then,
discussions on here.
So Mel made a statement I disagree with, and I kind of little smallly challenged them. And
What is the statement?
he basically made a statement saying that he's able to control the subconscious mind, and he's able to
Give me enough whippets that I can control my subconscious mind.
Wait, no, I wouldn't have said that. I would have said, I feel like I have a kind of like connection with my.
What was that? What was that, Mel? Was that
me clearing my
Yeah,
throat. I'm a smoker.
Yeah, so he
was that your man voice trying to escape? Be real.
Yeah, I was trying to get out.
That's wild. Free me, brother.
I had to stick 2 fingers down my throat real quick and shove it back down.
You remember the psycho
that's body dysmorphia shit.
Well, that just
No, do you remember the psycho-cybernetics? Do you remember I brought that up?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember you bringing it up, but I've heard of it.
No,
Yeah,
my
so
argument about the cybernetics is that you
and
can't
so
control it. You can't like you can't essentially take consciousness and put it into a simulation or whatever.
No, psycho-cybernetics is basically what it is when you basically never
what it is.
reformed into the self-image, and you always go back into the same person, even if you were. Notice how like everyone else tells you, I will always go. And so like I say, no, you know what? Like I'm gonna lose weight, and they lose weight, but they always go back into the same thing.
They don't always.
It always happens because
Every single
God,
person
when
who's
Mel-
tried to lose weight hasn't lost weight.
I swear to God, when Mel debates, he becomes more and more like a woman.
No, but you got to be
Aggressive.
specific
Yep.
with your language. If you
So
say
I've been
every
paying
single
attention,
time-
and it the reason that it always turns to trans conversations when actually Mel did bring it up first.
Technically, yeah.
Technically, yeah. All right, Mel, the blame's still on you, I guess.
But I was making a joke about confusing body dysmorphia with dysphoria. I didn't even say dysphoria.
But Mel
Well, no,
made a
I say that because every time you argue with a woman, they go, "But I don't do that." When you talk about generalities, and you just did that.
You're wrong.
And then remember how
I've argued
Andrew-
with enough women to know how to get out of this, but I've fallen into the bait anyway.
Probably poorly.
Yeah, and then Andrew basically disintegrated this dude. And forgive me.
Did he
Mel.
now? I've only ever stalemated him at best, so that's hilarious.
Andrew beat the he eat you alive. Andrew really.
in
did.
person, yeah, not much
Andrew
of a
will do
fighter in
nothing
person.
except for in World of Warcraft. Thank you.
Like, I'd actually agree he's a good debater. He's actually at my level, so I can.
But is he a
respect him on that
master
level.
debater?
But
No, but listen.
what would you
Whether-
say?
why just put yourself
what
on
would
the
you
level of
say,
Andrew?
Mike? Let me give you some room
Yep,
to
that's what happened.
explain. Let me give you some room to substantiate this. What would you say he eviscerated me on?
Do you remember that the with that time that fuck, what was her name?
No, I don't remember. What's her name?
No, I'm just thinking to myself. And then that
fuck.
that time you were on and Andrew, you were being a sore loser. Sorry to say that.
That's not at all going to explain. I don't think I've ever been a sore loser with him.
Portia.
For one thing.
My goodness.
Torsha.
The gun
I've
debate
never-
was pretty sore loser.
Oh, because Torsha's debate with Andrew was very much stacked in favor of Andrew. Yeah. So
No,
I
she
just-
wasn't in favor of Andrew. She was basically salving you the trouble. And yes,
Torsha doesn't seem to have the personality for to be a debater. She's not assertive enough to go against Andrew. I don't
I
think.
could agree with you.
Not against Andrew. I think she'd be a good debater against like a more mild mannered person.
We're not discussing in terms of what her capacity to debate. We're discussing in terms of she basically interacted with you because you were not getting to the point, and she's like, "Listen, just," and then that's when you basically curse her out.
Wait,
You're
I thought
upset.
you said Andrew eviscerated me. What does this have to do with Andrew?
Andrew Wilson.
Yeah.
You were debating Andrew Wilson, and Andrew Wilson won the he was kicking the shit out of you,
On what
man.
topic? On what topic?
That's a good question. I don't remember.
It's
the
a good
topic.
question. It's a great question.
So listen, I don't remember, but this was like a few months ago. But Andrew was really, he ate you alive.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think I would have remembered that, but okay.
It doesn't matter if I don't like Andrew Wilson or not. See, that's the truth. I have to like him, but he ate you alive. He did. He killed the shit out of you. Sorry.
Well, when you can tell me what topic he eviscerated me on, I'll be happy to hear it.
I don't remember, but
Wow, how
he ate you
convenient.
alive. He did.
Okay.
It's okay to admit. You know what? It's nothing wrong with to say. You know what? I lost. It's okay.
So there's very few people who I keep track of this with. Andrew's one of them. We've only ever stalemated. I won on certain topics. Like he tried to say a capacitor is represented as a coil in electronic engineering, and that's just not true. So.
And I'm okay. I mean, all right, okay. I'm not.
To be fair, he only is a technician.
I wonder if he's actually worked with inverse kinematics though, because he was talking about working with robotic arms, and you do to understand how a robotic arm works, you do have to know inverse kinematics, and that is something that's I still have yet to get into myself.
What that robotic arm do?
Wouldn't you like to know?
The better you get at inverse kinematics, the more it can do.
ruined the joke, Mel. It's not
Yeah.
fun
No,
when
I
you do
didn't.
it.
I made it better but nerdier, and
No.
you're just not nerds.
It's not fun when you do it.
And
You're a
it's just
bunch of jockey geeks. No, not even
Yeah.
geeks. You're a bunch of jockey losers, and then when you hear nerd stuff, which is like, this is the internet. You're gonna hear nerd stuff everywhere. You're like, whoa, it ruins it. Like, no, every nerd just laughed about what I said.
Mel. If we were in high school together, this would be us.
Well, considering that
I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was gonna take a whole nother turn.
Got into
considering I'm the furry on panel that's giving me mixed signals.
Are you a furry too?
What is it with these
people put me into
females
that
that
box,
want your
right?
attention, Flo?
But when people put me into that box, it's fun to meme it. So. I like to say I'm not a fursuit furry. Like, I wouldn't wear a fursuit because that shit's too claustrophobic for me.
So would you like run around?
That's
the
your
ground like
gripe?
that wolf guy?
That's your gripe? Is it's too claustrophobic? That's your gripe with it?
Yeah, otherwise it'd be kind of fun to.
I mean, that probably would be pretty uncomfortable.
It'd be kind of fun to hum somebody through it. It's called yiffing, by the way.
Bro, please. Please. I'm asking for one panel. I'm asking for one panel.
Welcome to the internet.
Brother is about 2 seconds away from saying Nuzzy Wuzzy.
Remember that song, Welcome to the Jungle? Welcome to the Jungle, we have fun and games. Just replace the word jungle with internet, and then we have a theme song for every panel that's ever existed.
Yeah, I'm asking.
I'm doing that now,
if
actually. Thanks for the idea, Mel. I'm stealing
one. Oh my god!
Stop
that's the
stealing
idea.
my idea.
No,
Oh my god! I'm gonna do that.
God damn
now.
it.
I'm gonna do that.
You're
now.
you're a little white kid. I'm a black guy in need of a bike. Gimme.
Okay, note to self. I may sound smart when I have good ideas, but I should not give them away like that.
Thank you. That should be our intro. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the song. You find the visuals.
Although it's gonna be hard to go from like 2 syllables to 3, but not impossible. Jungle, internet.
I'm already on it.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
No.
Is there any way you could give that to me in the next like 30 minutes, Orthodox, so I can work on this? Or
Yeah, I got you. Hold on.
all right, thanks.
We're all scrambling to get it out first so we can claim copyright.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that.
We don't
I've
do
got
that
GarageBand
around
open.
here.
I've got
Yeah.
GarageBand open and I can license it through GarageBand. Just saying.
Yeah, what are you gonna strike my channel? Fuck off.
To Slow State, who's one of the most evil, wicked, deviant, deceptive, power-hungry, power gaming slaves I've met in a while.
Now did she get
You're a power
excited
gaming
down there
slave?
next to Furby?
Yeah, what is that? Some like Warhammer PFP?
Did Nidish come in, call Orthodox guy sleepy and pass out?
Called me sleepy, but he might have passed out. Nidish, are you there, buddy?
He's making a sandwich.
No, just let him keep sleeping. I have things I like to do to people who are.
Whoa, you need to stop.
Whoa.
I didn't say what.
I got my fingers crossed for a little freaky deaky.
Can someone say unconsensual?
Would you? Is it? Where's the lie? Right?
Is
Where's the
that,
line?
is it that rape?
No, it's the
I
prize
did not
tag.
specify what.
Now I'm going to suck my own dick.
Oh yeah.
Look.
Don't
you're
say
taking this-
surprise sex, bro. That's crazy.
You're taking this
word.
further than I'm taking it. But I will point out, sleepy
Proof that. Pull up the proof of me putting hands. Last time I checked, I put dick on a bitch. Unless you can show me otherwise. Show me that I put hands on a bitch outside of my dick.
Were they alive?
Yeah, I put dick on bitches too, but I was over there eating snacks while I was talking about all that boring
I
shit.
just want y'all to know that the prompt for the Suno when I opened it up said spiritual drill song about skipping class.
By the way, it's only surprise sex if they wake up.
Otherwise, it's sneaky sex.
That's the
quote
best
me
way
on
to
that.
have it.
Don't
That means
clip
somebody
this.
really like you.
Don't clip this.
This
Clip
is the. If you're gonna clip it, you better clip it now because this is going behind probably the higher paywall.
I'll clip it on my channel right now. Hold on.
In my defense, though, nothing I said was actually TOS. You all took it there.
Nothing you said was defensible.
Yeah, but
Look
you
at,
just like rolled a meatball out into a dog pit, sort of.
Yeah, and specifically because I'm trans, it's a very noticeable meatball. It's a bulge.
Shut the fuck up.
That was pretty funny.
No, can I ask you a question?
Maybe.
I never did. So when you say trans, do you cut your nuts off? Everything?
All right, Vito.
So I wake up in the morning and I see my nuts on my dresser right. I'm like, should I put my nuts on? I'm like, nah, I'm trans. I'm not gonna put them on today.
That sounds believable.
Okay. All right.
That's relatable.
Oh, hi. You keep linking those panels in my Discord, and I swear to God, you've linked them every time I've been sleeping. I'm not even lying. Like, do you know when I'm sleeping? It's kind of creepy.
Mussy Fox.
Oh shit, I'm up here. No, I'll just be posting shit.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I'm retarded. Where'd Mike go? Get out of here.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I step away for 2 fucking seconds and this piece of shit flow.
Can I ask you something, Mike?
Am I woke or not?
Mike. Mike, do you
All
use
right, this is a speed date round. At the end, I'll ask each contestant if they would go on another
what are you
date.
doing? Come on. What are you doing to me?
What are you doing about it? That's the question.
The fox want to see your pearl tongue.
Yeah, how many pairs of truck nuts are on your trailer hitch right now?
What?
Truck
How
nuts,
many-
pussy truck nuts.
Yeah, how many?
I can't wait to get my dick wet.
I feel bad that I have a pair of truck nuts on my Jeep.
You do not. You're
Oh,
such a stereotype.
No, I do. They're literally blue truck nuts.
Okay, the blue ones are funny.
Yeah, blue balls.
I'm not sure if that makes me like you more or less.
Yeah, it's kind of an iffy one. Yeah.
Well, no, I got them on my Jeep because I got it from mud. I got it from mudding, but I was never able to mud. And then my uncle's like, "Yeah, you gave your ball. You gave."
It is funnier if it's a mudding Jeep because then like you slap the ground and the nuts hit the ground.
Why didn't you ever go mudding?
Because
know.
work, and then it's a Jeep, so every time I wasn't working, there was something wrong with it.
Yeah, loser. Get you a
I mean,
couple
Jeeps
of
aren't,
meds,
Jeeps
go out
aren't
to
the most
Blues,
reliable off-road
maybe get
vehicles.
you
They're
some
better as utility
crawfish.
vehicles unless you get them customized. If you get them customized, they're great.
So, Mike, after this boring ass interaction, would you go on another date with Mo?
God, no. Oh, wait, no, you're asking him.
He like left.
What, Mike? If Mel promised to what they call that shit, teacup, is you down?
No. Can we call him Muted Mike?
Muted Mike. Mel wanted a teacup you like flow state.
All I know is that there's another successful.
Is that like the one who laughs like
Cutting paste. I'm sorry to respond
Do
to chat,
not
but cutting
disrespect
paste.
a
What
fucking
happens in the
cool
forest
girl.
stays in the forest. Okay.
I've had non-sexual orgasms within my body, pleasures that I didn't know were possible.
It's so deep. Shout out to Flo. Snow.
Yeah, it's not exactly Carpenter. It's not gay if it's not intentional. It's not gay if it's internal. Oh, I thought it said intentional. Yeah, no. I think accidental gay sex, it doesn't make you gay.
It definitely
Accidental gay? What the hell is
definitely-
accidental?
You know when you're jogging along naked and you're coming up behind some other guy, but you're running faster than him, and it just happens.
I don't.
Orthodox, can you
It
help
slips
us
in
out
by
here?
accident.
Yeah. I blame that on Bumpkin.
You mean like if you go to Thailand and you slept with a lady boy and
Whoa! What did I come back to? Hold the fuck up!
I'm trying to understand what
Respectfully,
Mel's
Bumpkin
saying.
has come out of the closet.
Orthodox.
Accidental gay sex, like
Bumpkin
when
has
you're
an oral
when you're
fixation.
both
That's
jogging
what
What
the
naked.
the
all
guy
about.
that You fucked a guy who's basically
Yes, accidentally.
No, I did not.
That's
Hold the
bumpkin.
fuck up.
Nidish, I did not want to hear about
Dude,
oral
Come on,
fixation.
it's all
I just
happened.
got
Come
back
on,
from getting a snack.
Let's be
Bro,
real.
Don't
Let's be
talk
real.
like that.
Let's be real. It's all happened to us. We're jogging naked. Someone comes up behind us. They're running fast enough. It's a bit bigger. The bodies collide. The dick makes it in.
Why
and
are
like,
they
"Oops,
erect?"
gay sex? Because you're jogging. Do you not get hard
Why
when you
are they
jog?
naked?
I need a fucking.
Because you're
cigarette
jogging.
after
Do you
this
not
shit.
jog naked?
Yeah, everybody jogs naked.
Oh shit. Flo coming out.
You
this
jog
hard.
You're
naked,
acting like this is. You're
Flo?
acting like this is totally unreasonable. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yes,
I jog with compression shit on.
Oh, it gets deep. It gets so deep.
Oh,
That was the best timing for
Yeah.
that clip imaginable.
you're
I
lucky to
gotta say
be
that.
rocking.
Yeah, fuck you.
Do you ever ride in those? You ever ride in those grocery cart scooters?
Pause it and say why you got that avatar with your mouth on.
Do you ever ride in the scooters at the electric scooters at the grocery store?
Only.
Oh no, bro! Them motherfuckers. When I was a teenager, we used to ride around in
Only
the
riding the
bumper
fucking
cars.
scooters at the fucking Home Depot, Walmart, Target, whatever.
You
Were
guys
clogging up
know-
the whole aisle.
You guys know how sometimes you ride the bus to make your prostate tickle?
No.
No?
No.
Bumpkin.
What's going on with me then?
Don't know.
Sound like a date, Bumpkin.
Nidish, have you ever drank a fucking beer before? I don't know why you're hyper fixating on me drinking a beer.
Why is it that the
Have I
know,
ever
it's
drank a beer
homosexual,
before?
but
Is the question?
very fucking sexual. They're
Pumpkin, you look like you're fucking deep throating that beer, okay?
Thank you.
Oh my god, dude, Mel. Never.
Oh, you're right.
I'm gonna
You're
light a
right.
cigarette. I'm gonna light a cigarette.
Yeah, that's the first thing I've ever agreed with Mel with.
Can I ask
oral
though?
fixation.
Was the
You
was
always
the beer
have
bottle
to have something in your mouth. It's a
Oh my
beer
God! It's the
bottle, a
milking table.
cigarette.
was the beer bottle the top or the bottom?
You
Rip.
say, "Oh my god!" It's the
Rest in
milking
peace,
table.
Bumpkin. He died of his burn injuries.
Snow, that's funny, but please don't say that about me. I do not want to be associated with that name.
Bro, you are the founder of esoteric diddlism.
Oh no, Diddley? Yeah, I like Diddley. She's cool.
You're gonna start calling Melanie the diddler.
I'm the diddliest.
The diddliest diddler.
Yeah, the diddliest diddler.
Just the diddliest.
The diddler.
No, there's already the diddler, and that's you.
That's
think
you.
Blumpkin's
That's
that's
getting
you.
excited.
nice.
No, that's
Nice
you.
try. Nice try. That's you. I said it first.
I know you want to be the
Nice
diddler-
projection.
I
Nice
know
projection.
I know you wish you could be the diddliest diddlier, but you're not. I'm the diddliest, but not the diddler.
Mel, would you date anyone in this panel? That don't include me. I'm just saying.
Oh no, you're not doing that, Mike.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You can't ask that question. Say, "Oh, I'm out." By the way,
I do get very feminine vibes from Orthodox guy.
Okay, good. Get her undressed and we'll do this thing.
Fucking David Lynch would not approve of this channel using his clips, but okay.
you get feminine vibes from me. Is that why you always try to pick a fight with me whenever I'm around?
Yeah, gotta have a cat fight.
Oh.
Your children will be taught combat skills early as age 5 in order to crush the competition when they fully mature. Little Deborah and Jesse need to fire a pistol with precision accuracy while drowning out the screams of the non-believers. Good job.
Chat is fucking cracking me up, my god.
You think Mel's got deep storage?
Mel's got deep storage times 2.
I've been told that I'm low on space.
Well, literally, I've had weed in my ass and had my ass sniffed by a dog. No alerts, so I know that shit worked. It's deep storage. Yeah.
That man had to have the stankiest
Yeah.
asshole on the face of the
No,
planet.
but what it is like that little bit of anal leakage actually creates like a plug at the sphincter, so the smell.
Bro,
can
you
share.
need to shut the fuck up. You just
It's
stop
just
talking.
science.
Just
It's just
stop
science.
talking.
Why are you afraid of science?
Look, man, I'm about to go full fucking.
We all kind of like lubricate a bit when we shove something up there, and that's what plugs it and creates.
Oh
the seal.
my
What's this
god!
Wii shit? What the fuck is this? What's this Wii shit?
Yeah, well, we like Nintendo Wii.
You know that's true though. Actually, just so you know, I'm not lying about the self lubrication thing. Men can do that with their buttholes.
Yeah,
Is that black men or white men that do that?
Just stop. Just stop.
I mean, it's kind of
Chuck-
interesting.
Chuck, I love all men. Okay, just so you know, I love all.
Oh, I was just curious. I'd never
all men
heard of
matter.
it.
All men matter. Do you agree?
Oh my god, it's like Lindsay but gay.
Bisexual, actually. Get it right.
It is like Lindsay but gay. Very
Bisexual.
Bisexual. Either way, you still have to be homosexual.
Dig-
You're gay.
Yeah,
Everyone's a little gay.
bisexuality is of questionable reality.
Bisexuality is literally hole in a heartbeat.
No, it's not. Especially since everyone's just a little bit gay, even if they won't admit it.
That's what I keep hearing from people, but I think it's mostly people who are trying to fuck me.
You know, I heard a gay
Can I
dude.
respond? Can I read that super chat and respond?
Please do.
Lawrence R with the $5. Mel, would you date Bumpkin and give him a big, beautiful smoochie? Well, yeah, of course I would, but he won't get the goddamn bottle out of his mouth.
It's not a bottle.
Well, okay, but don't
It's a
shatter
urinal.
his delusion. You're gonna put him into psychosis.
Thank you, Lawrence, for the question for Mel.
Game's over, losers. I have all the money. Compare your lives to mine and then kill yourselves.
Mel, you are so lucky that I respect Flo too much to break TOS on this godforsaken show right now.
What?
Just
You know what?
censor yourself and talk your shit.
If
Just self-censor and talk your shit.
Blumpkin dated Mel, what would Orthodox do?
All kind of shit.
What are you
Watch.
talking about?
Yeah, he'd definitely watch.
Oh, yeah.
He's a watcher.
Yeah, exactly. You probably be Jackson 5 and in the corner.
Whoa, whoa.
Too far.
No, no.
That's
That was
too
my
far.
That's too
thing.
far.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Flo.
Yep. Carry on. More Jackson jokes.
Yes, more Jackson 5 jokes. Melanie?
Look, I refuse to be the baby that you.
Fuck.
What did you
Wait,
do?
Oh, watch your mouth.
that
Watch
you
your mouth.
shake. I refuse to be the baby that you shake over a balcony. Okay.
I bet you were shaken.
Ooh,
Bro, that
nice,
man was
Melanie.
spiked into the ground head first.
That was nice.
That was ruthless.
Shaken but not stirred.
Wow.
Spiked in the ground.
Yeah. Well, who do
I
you
did
hate
play
the
a lot
most
of
on this panel,
volleyball.
Melanie? Who do you
Oh,
hate
he
the
was
most?
spiked, but it wasn't on the ground.
I did play a lot of volleyball. I did
Oh,
play a lot of
shit.
volleyball, but since I was taller than all the other girls, I was usually the one spiking them into the ground, and it was very hot, by the way.
I feel like
Nobody finds that attractive, just to be honest. Like, nobody finds that.
Are you somehow trying to make the scene from Top Gun more gay?
Yeah.
Well, I said other girls, so as long as you agree that I'm also a woman, then yeah.
Help us out, Kev.
Silence. Everybody all crickets.
so. Mel, I have a question. If trans became completely accepted, just the same as anything else, would it lose its allure for you?
Oh God, no.
Mel would instantly be like every white.
You think there's no like? You're a very conflict-driven person. You don't think that the conflict has its own appeal or adds to the appeal?
Nope.
He's like it makes it hotter.
Like in my real life, I was raised being treated like I'm a special case. All I want to feel is like I can have like access to the same thing everyone else does and be normal for once in my life. So this was actually a really hard decision to make.
So you've got like normalcy imposter syndrome or something?
No, not really. It was hard to find a place in this world until I realized I was trans.
Oh.
In fact,
so you know that's what a cult does, right?
Well, no, the imposter syndrome
True.
was when I was pretending to be a boy for all the people, so they would stop picking on me and accusing me of being gay.
Did it work?
I mean, if the point was to force me to pretend to be someone who I wasn't, then yeah, what they did worked. Or do you mean what I did worked?
I was asking about what they did, but
Yeah,
I'm happy with
technically,
whatever answer you choose to give me.
It didn't make me think I was a boy. It made me not think about the fact that I wasn't.
So why the Fox logo?
Oh, that's way more complicated.
Well, let's talk about it.
Okay, so I didn't have a lot of friends growing up because I was autistic, and
That
You
explains
were autistic,
so
or you
much.
are autistic?
yeah, I am, but I'm more. it's
No,
more
he
accurate.
is it's
I'm like,
trans.
But when I was a
past
kid,
tense or what?
when I
Trans
was
field is autism.
I was already talking past tense, so I was autistic as well. It's also valid grammatically, but and so
Whatever.
and so for a while, my best friends were my grandparents' pets because that's actually who raised me, and that's where a lot of my socialization came from. I
And they were
tend
Is
to
foxes?
that why
relate.
you're backwards?
Were they foxes?
No, Chuck, that wouldn't make me backwards. I tend to relate with animals more than humans on certain levels.
All right, brother. Sister, can you answer the fucking
Thanks, guys.
question in under of course, I'm not trying to
10 words or
disrespect you.
less.
No, that was literally the
Yeah.
shortest answer I
Well,
could
you
give,
already
and I
know,
didn't
but
even
can we
say
get like
fox.
a Twitter answer, like old school Twitter, like under 200 characters? Why the fuck
No.
is your logo a fox?
No, it's way too complicated to give the 10-word answer.
Condense it,
I can't.
Why are you treating this man like he's Brock?
Why the fuck were you talking about your grandparents and like pets and shit like that? I'm like, okay, for sure, they had
The
foxes.
reason I have an animal identity that I associate with, not necessarily believe in, but I associate with, is because I relate to animals more than humans. Getting into why specifically a fox is way more complicated, and you can't even handle that much complication, that much complexity.
Okay, got you. So we're just gonna shift you over to the weirdo category for sure.
Yeah, I know who I am, even if it's complex. I'm
You're
happy.
definitely a
Know
weirdo.
who you are, but does that mean you're useful to society?
Well, it
You would have
depends.
to have
Would
a
countering
use.
misinformation be useful to society? And if so, that just
Well,
becomes
how
a
are you
metric.
how are you gonna counter misinformation when reality is misinformation to you?
Exactly.
So are
Oh,
you
God.
conceding?
Oh,
Are you
God.
conceding the first premise though that countering misinformation is useful to society?
No.
Not when the person who's trying to
No, we're not there yet.
Counter
That's my second.
misinformation.
I hadn't even made my second. That was going to be my second premise. I was going to say first
You
of
took a
all,
long
Well,
ass
this is
pause
how
to
we
let
know
bro,
that
like,
if being
counter.
trans became 100% accepted,
this is
you'd
how
be
I know
like,
you can't
"Where's
debate.
my dick?"
This is how I know you can't debate because you don't understand premise, conclusion. Premise
I don't
one.
deb- I
We're
don't
not here
debate
for a
people.
debate.
PPC. Premise one. Right.
No, I'm
So
literally
you-
a fascist. I don't debate people. I'd be like, "Hey, that's a nice wall over there. You
Yeah,
should
you're
look
very
at it for about
scared.
3 seconds."
It's very. You
You
must be
should
very
be
scared.
scared.
This brother
You should be scared,
PCP.
Mel. 'Cause
What the fuck?
Oh no, I'm not scared of somebody who's that insecure. But premise
Just
one
wait.
is that
Insecure?
premise one is that countering misinformation is good
How
for
are
Just
you
wait till
gonna
we
talk
take
about
over
this people
Canada.
who don't even know what
Nobody
dick
asked you
are?
what
how
premise
good
one
I
was.
am
Nobody
at
gives a
that
fuck what
is
premise
how
one was.
useful in
Mel,
society.
here's the bottom
So
line
the
truth
answer
to
to
this
that
entire thing. All
is
right, Mel?
depends on how
Mel,
good I am
Mel,
at
Get your girl.
Mel,
Get your
misinformation.
girl, Mel.
Mel,
Get your girl.
Mel,
Get your
Mel.
girl.
The only reason
She's
why
not my
you
girl.
exist or anyone exists with
Pumpkin,
your
are you my girl?
ideology and your ideology, Mel, is the fact of that we live in a liberal society. If we didn't, your ass would have been thrown in the bog like 2 years ago. So I don't
That's
want to
why
hear
we
you
need
fucking speak.
asylums again.
So in
Or
Finland,
asylums, yeah.
great again.
Asylums for sure. Asylums
Grumpy
for
took a
sure.
whole lot of bass
So
out of
in-
his
in
voice when he
Finland-
started
Because you know
talking
what
to
you
Mel.
call someone that wants to completely deny reality?
Yeah.
Insane.
a transphobe.
Fucking insane.
So in Finland, they have their most right-leaning government.
I do
ever.
not
We're not in
Past-
Finland.
I do not care.
Okay, I do. So in Finland, they've had their most right-leaning government in like the past 50 years, and this government has not once said anything about getting rid of trans people.
If you
Why do
want
think
your
that is?
community, you can join your friends in the bog.
Yeah,
I do
but
not care.
Yeah, but
How
the
many
U-
trans people are in Finland? How
But
many?
the UK has completely destroyed. If the UK can do it, everyone else is gonna do it. If Cook Island literally does it,
So again, you said this occurs along lines of liberalism. How come in a non-liberal country trans rights still exist?
every Western nation is a liberal country.
But they've had their most right-wing government in 50 years.
It does not matter. left
So
wing,
no- so no true
left
Scotsman?
wing, and right wing. In
So
the,
you're doing
in
a
the-
no
in
true
the-
Scotsman fallacy.
Left wing
No, it's
and
not.
right.
It's not a true Scotsman fallacy. You retard. It's every
That is what you're doing.
Every ideology in the West is based
That is
off
what
of
you're doing, by the
Enlightenment
way,
principles in the
Orthodox.
French Revolution.
I know
Yes.
you're bad at debating, but that is what you're doing there.
No, Mel,
the real
you
lines
are
that these things occur
actually
along.
You're just
idiotic.
factually incorrect.
The
You're
real
just
lines that
incorrect.
these
You have
things are-
right wing liberalism and left wing liberalism.
They
real
both stem from the
lines-
same form of liberalism pre-enlightenment.
Well, you're too
i.e.
inept to
liberalism.
discern these things because the real lines that these things
Why
visibly
is
occur
it why
along-
is it that conservative and
explains
why is
these
it why
exceptions to your
conservative and
rules.
progressives have very few differences in what they vote for
Very
and
few
things they want?
differences.
So the real lines that these things
Why does it
occur
seem like we have a
along-
monoparty in
Economically
every
agree.
country? That is
And
in the
both
West?
economically agree. They only have little differences. They both believe in a liberal economy.
Yeah, some
So the
people
real-
think you should take your profits.
Wow,
and
you guys
force
are
them
really
to
jerking
pay.
each
Which
other
is
off.
free market capitalism.
Wow, you guys are good at really like jerking each other off.
Homofash. It's called double team.
Yeah. So
But
there's
Mel
a
would probably
the
be
real
way
line.
too into that.
The real lines that these things occur along, by the way, are how religious a country is and how religious the right wing is specifically. Just so you know.
I didn't dispute
How the fuck
literally
do you know
anything.
that?
That's
How the
actually
fuck do you know that? No,
I
how the
didn't
fuck do you
dispute
know?
because
I like how
anything.
you shake
because
your
my
fucking
ex-
political
my
hand. and
explanation-
You
my
say things with like
explanation-
you think
Yeah,
you say
Kev, I
things
can
with a little
explain
bit
to
of
you how I
authority,
know.
and I go,
Hey,
"Well,
Kev,
shut
do
the
you
fuck
wanna
up and
know
let me
how I
talk."
know?
No, you've been
No,
talking.
you just-
You've been talking.
so you
I just,
don't want the answer
I
to
need
your
two
question.
sentences. I need two
You don't want
sentences.
the
I didn't
answer to
really.
your
I
question.
didn't ask
Do you
you a
want
question.
yes, you did.
First
You said,
off,
how
I
the
didn't
fuck you
ask you
know?
a question.
Yes, you did. You said
No,
yes,
I didn't.
You
I
did. You
didn't
started
ask
with
you
the
a fucking
question.
question.
Have some
I said,
self-awareness,
you
buddy.
think you're so goddamn
Have some
smart.
self-awareness. If you
You
start
think
with
you're
the
so
question,
goddamn
own it.
smart.
If you start
No,
with the
no,
question,
I
own it.
definitely asked you a question
If you
that you
start
could
Oh
with
not
my god,
answer.
bro!
but I was
You
trying
and my
just
ex
trying to
have
make
the
a
same.
statement.
You and my ex have the same
Seriously,
personality. You
just a
both
little
love
bit
to
of
be beaten.
self-awareness.
It's fucking wild.
I really think Mel gets off to this. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I really
Oh,
think that
100%.
he gets
Yeah,
off to
bro.
this.
Now make that booty work, twerk. 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 Now make that booty work, twerk. 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 Make that booty work, baby. It's just like you're doing squash. Hit the flow, make it dry. Firecracker, make it pop. Got the ballers throwing guap. She can go and don't stop, but she took it up a notch. Started coming.
So Flo, Belle's gonna either finger herself or maybe jerk off. I don't know.
The difference between
Yeah, don't mute me. It gives me a chance to do that.
Whoa.
Pause.
Yeah, it's either finger or jerk off. I don't know.
So, Kev, to answer your question, the reason I know this is because my
Bless it.
So the reason I
Mike,
know
you're
this
insane.
is because my explanation better explains the anomaly that orthodox explanations can't account for.
Oh, you want to know my honest truth? You're mentally ill.
You're mentally
I
ill.
don't think you're able to discern that. You're definitely not
I
qualified.
mean, I can discern reality. You can't. I think that's just a fact.
I don't think you
All in
can
favor,
discern
say
mental
aye.
illness.
Aye.
from something
Mentally ill,
that-
say aye.
Aye.
You're
The
not
eyes have-
exactly. You're not
So I can
exactly
easily
able to
solve it.
deny that,
Off the
though,
island.
Melanie.
Yes, no,
All
I am.
in favor,
I
say
am.
bye.